Good morning from fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Beautiful view of the desert here on a sunny Monday morning. Look at the famous Las Vegas Strip and the Fremont Street experience. Nothing but neon here in Las Vegas. The glitz, the glamour, everything you would expect from the entertainment capital of the world and possibly the universe. But we're here at the Orleans Arena at the 361 World Men's Curling Championship 2018 for our feature match. Norway takes on the United States. And the athletes are entering the venue. Greg Persinger leading out Team USA. Their opponents are Norway. Day 3 of the tournament. Teams are finding their place in the firmament. Hans Franl up here, and we're going to meet the teams. First team Norway. At lead, Magnus Wahlberg. Playing second stone, Magnus Nedregotten. Marcus Højberg is at third. And the skip for Team Norway, Stefan Wallstad. Taking on the home team, Team USA, Phil Tilker is at lead. Second, Colin Huffman. Rich Ruohonen skips and throws third stones, and throwing fourth stones, Greg Persinger. Let's look at the standings. Sweden are top of the table, unbeaten 4-0. Korea 3-0 alongside Norway. Canada, China, Scotland are at 2-1. Italy are at 1-2 alongside the Netherlands, Russia, and Team USA. Germany, Japan, and Switzerland looking for their first win. Keep an eye on the matches, just 2 matches this morning. Japan is taking on the Netherlands. And our feature game, Norway versus Team USA, here at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. Vegas, baby, on a Monday morning. Teams are exchanging handshakes. I'd like to introduce Alison Kreviazek. Morning, Allie.
Good morning.
What are we looking for in this one?
Oh my goodness, this is going to be a good game for sure. We've got the USA who's sitting right now at the bottom bracket, and they're going to be looking to stay in that top area. Of course, they've got a tough game against Scotland this afternoon, so I'm assuming they're going to want to have some good shots and good momentum following into this afternoon's game. But
certainly a big day for Team USA. Yeah. Absolutely right. We've got a new playoff format. The World Men's Curling Championship was expanded to a 13-team field. Playoff format, 6 teams make the playoffs. We're still early in the 12-game round robin, Alley, but you're already starting to think about what you need to do to get into that final 6.
Absolutely. You still, even though you're in the beginning, you still want to stay in that top bracket. You never like to see your country fall further and further down that list.
So it's a big day for Team USA. Norway, on the other hand, unbeaten. And fans of curling that are sort of more casual curling fans are used to seeing Thomas Olsrud's team, but Stefan Wallstad, this team is on the rise. They represented Norway last year at the World Men's, and they're 3-0 here and looking very impressive in the early going.
Yeah, started off the competition with wins against Germany, Italy, and Japan. And Stefan throwing a 88% tournament accuracy. So they're coming in hot.
At the skip position, yes, absolutely coming in hot. That's fantastic shooting. Here's Rich Ruohonen. He'll be calling the game for Team USA, but Greg Persinger will throw the last rocks. Norway will be playing the red stones this morning, and the USA playing the yellow-colored stones. Wallstad holding the brush, as Allison said. USA with the hammer, so getting us underway. Magnus Wahlberg.
Ja, dra så långt in i linjen. Ja. Ja, Magnus. Bra spel, Magnus. Bra. Køler lite, den sier jeg. Her er is innenfor kant 8 på min drøyninger. Tror du han har kølestang?
Nice center guard there. Magnus
Han der er jeg også, egentlig. Ja, ok.
throwing that first stone in there nicely. And now Phil Tilker of the USA
Ja, sikkert.
from Seattle.
Line's great. Line's good. Wait if you can. Line's good.
We're 6, 7.
Okay, well then, right off.
8.
Wow.
Right off. 9
A
even.
little bit quicker than expected, perhaps.
Ran really good.
Yeah.
Good. I thought you threw it well.
That's a good shot. That's fine.
Great communication on that one.
Just a big kid
Letting
in
the
that
thrower
ball,
know that
Den er bra 12.
wasn't entirely his fault. It's
Litt
exactly
press.
the weight
Det er
that he had expected and the sweepers had expected to throw. Just quite a bit quicker down that path. Oh, bit of a wobble there.
Speed wobble from Magnus, but good course correction.
Ok, mye plass for det, sant? 3, 2, 11. Wow. Ikke rør.
Looking to stick around. It's just going to spill. It is going to just hang on.
10-9.
Stones just need to be touching a portion of the rings to be
I think we gotta go here.
potential scoring rocks. That one is biting, we call it.
Need to touch this.
See if Phil Tilker can make that small adjustment, take a few feet of weight off.
5. Lots of room. Lots of room right now. Lots of room. Line's getting better here.
No, lots of room.
Lots of line.
6.
6, 7. Lots of line.
Now weight's good.
It's
coming
getting better.
down. 5.
Colin, stay close. Yep.
Sounds like he made a pretty good adjustment so far.
No, it's not.
Looks like great weight.
Yeah, sweepers like it.
We're good.
Great thing with the ice is that you definitely can sweep it into play. Swinging really nice at the end.
40.
Really nice late finish.
Okay. Er det vant? Ja. Litt pluss fortsatt?
Ja, det tror jeg.
Only a corner of this stone visible for Norway. Tough shot here. For Magnus Nedregotten,
Jeg gir mye. 11. Ja. 11. 1.
Olympic bronze medalist in mixed doubles curling.
1. 1. Ja. Ja. Av. Har du spill? Har spill. Nydelig. Bra. 10-9 da også.
Great control weight there. You'll see a lot of teams that will get a little bit nervous and want to throw the up weight shot at that. That was fantastic control. Bring the sweepers into it.
Upweight there from Colin Huffman of the USA, trying to remove the Norwegian stone, maybe kill 2.
All right. I might have been a pinch wide there, Rich, but I think it's really straight there.
Okay.
I think you can never give too little ice.
Greit det. Synes du?
Ja, greit det. Jeg hadde ikke sånn kjempemye
Hva tror
køller
du
på
om
det
her? Jeg vet ikke. Hva tror du, Markus?
Kanskje
Prøv der da.
hakket mer hvis
5,5-6. Hakket mer. Ja.
So Norway ignoring that stone in the back of the rings. They're going to use the center guard. Nedregotten will be throwing the out-turn come-around shot, trying to hide behind that center guard.
Bare fart. 7.
Of course, with USA having the last stone in this end, this is a great opportunity for Norway to sink one around their center guard.
Linja er bra. Gjerne køle. Kjøp fart. Linja er
Mistake
bra.
still early on a Monday morning. Of course, that's a Norwegian stone in the back of the ring, so of course they're going to come around. Good-looking shot here from Nedregotten. Rules of play, we're going to play a 10-end game, but 6 ends at a minimum. Each team has 38 minutes of thinking time to complete their stones.
Got about 3 inches
Each
of
team
it,
has
whatever you
one
think.
60-second
Let's
timeout.
do that.
Okay. Pinch more.
Colin Huffman a little fixated about how straight the ice is in his mind, and so he's asked Rich Ruhonen for a little bit more target line for this shot. He's running the center stone back.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Good.
Nice shot.
Just clips it.
Real nice.
Shooter does roll over to a corner guard, and it does look to me like he's covering that back biter, but corner guard nonetheless.
Yeah, I'd be pretty happy with the result here. Kills the center guard, kills the shot rock, opens up the house, leaves themselves a corner guard. Nice situation. Marcus Højberg.
Ja, vi har
Throwing
4.
third stones for Norway.
Vi har 4. Vil ha 3. Ja. 3. Linja, bra. Hold
He's looking for a center guard here. Nice and tight to the rings.
Ja, begge to. Hardt. Og spill. Markus.
So decision time for Team USA. Playing it
Try to make the double.
pretty conservatively. They do have last rock. They could have ducked around the guards, but they're just going to eliminate that center guard. Richard Honen.
I think they might be tempted on this one to get the slash. Try and catch that back red.
Yeah, they certainly have that in mind, but this one right on the
Ooh.
nose.
No worries, bud.
It's a problem with one of those one or the other shots, eh?
Yeah. Sometimes it's neither.
Yeah.
And it was a nose hit there for Ruhonen.
It's always good for the player to have one shot in their head as they're throwing it, and sometimes you get really caught up in, again, that one or the other, and then you don't end up making either one of them.
7. Linja, bra. 7, 6. Bare fart. Vi har 7 nå.
Højberg now with a great chance to hide behind cover of the center guard.
Linja, fin. Det er bare fart. Linja, bra plass. Fortsatt. 7. Bra da. Kunne Holberg på slutten hvis det skal.
Want to keep the stone in front of that tee line that goes left to right through the middle of the rings. It's going to slide just to that tee line, just fractionally past it. And that was about 6 inches away from perfection. Fractionally deep, and we can see why.
Run it.
Okay.
What turn?
Turn your legs.
Did have the option of
I like it. Kind of wait.
drawing up to it, but they are going to try to run back that center stone. Like the call, Ellie?
I think I'd be tempted at coming down to it. Like we said, it does swing quite a bit, so
Really close.
Yes, Phil.
Really close.
it could be a good opportunity. But that being said, they have thrown this line,
Straight
and
back,
there you go.
stuffs it. Great shot.
Shot, Richie.
Way to bounce back, kid.
Shot, buddy. Good back.
Well, that's the kind of thing that can light up your Monday morning.
Absolutely.
Way to bounce back.
Right on the nose, straight back, stuffs it right behind the guard. Great shot.
Pretty darn good, because they can't see enough of it to nose it. So they
Trenger ikke helt ned. Eller det beste er jo selvsagt helt ned, men halvstein unna er bedre enn dans. Med mindre så er monster.
USA does have last rock here in the first end.
13-5, prøv å spille sammen.
Stefan Wallstad. Leader of the new wave of Norwegian curling.
6. Ingen linje. Linja fin. Ok.
Hard work by the brushers. They think it's a little bit light, trying to drag it as far as they can. Comes to rest full in the 8-foot circle. They wanted it really all the way up to the American stone. Does block off access to the button area though for Team USA. It's in an awkward place for the Americans.
You like this? Wow, doesn't that make that even easier? Yeah, probably.
Not if you tap
You
it.
can go right here. I don't mind that.
Yeah, it's either out turn around or in turn tap.
Like out turn.
Likes the out.
Out turn?
That's the in. Out turn.
Oh. What do you want to do, Richie?
It is early.
Yep.
Good stick.
I think it's like 14. He threw a 14.5.
Yep.
So you needed a 14.
Yeah, 90.
Looking to draw around that red stone, Allison?
Yeah, it's looking to use that red rock as a partial guard and bury one in behind, but
Greg Persinger.
Back full floor.
does leave the same shot available for Team Norway to use.
Just a fog.
Their top red to slash in.
Tilker and Huffman on the brushes, trying to drag this stone deep, but
Full 12 for sure. Gotta get full 12 for sure.
going to come
Come on, go.
short. They're trying to get it onto the rings.
Okay.
And they do, they get a bite. I'm not sure if they outcount that stone at the back of the rings. It'll be close. I think they've just done it.
Hi, Rich. Rich.
It must be quite a bit slower out in that fresh path there, because the Norwegian stone that came up top 8, they were calling T-line the whole way, so maybe just coming down a little bit more than expected.
Both teams have 9 minutes of pre-game practice where they can throw stones across the ice surface. But you're right, Allison, sometimes in those pre-game practices, one path or a different path gets worked up a bit more, and in the early part of the game, some tracks can run just a little bit differently.
Optimalt så er det 9, og får dyttet den sånn så er det kanskje 2.
For a bit of discussion about possibly tapping their own stone forward, they're going to come around the in-turn side, try to make a play towards the American shot.
Jeg har nesten en stein mindre enn du hadde, Magnus, på din dragning.
Do you think he's playing weight to bump an alley, or is he just going to try to draw in front of it?
I do believe so. With that ice, it looks like he's going to be throwing a bit of a, maybe a back line sort of bump, maybe back 8.
Trying just enough weight to push the American stone out of scoring position. Have to navigate the center guard first.
Looking tight. Gets by.
Nice looking stone here. Look at that. Terrific shot. Norway lies too. What great touch from Stefan Wallstad. Fantastic shot.
Absolutely beautiful control.
Marcus Hoiberg reading the line. Has to navigate the port tight to the guard and perfect weight. Pushing it back just far enough for the Norwegians to lie 2 shots. Fantastic control. One more look at it here. So delicate to throw that kind of shot in the first end of a game. Absolute precision, line and weight to make that shot.
It's pretty straight on this side.
Now, Greg Persinger, how do you answer that one? Last stone of the first end. Persinger trying to duplicate the feats of Wallstad.
Yep, Colin, gotta go!
Giving it all he has.
Desperately trying to hold the line to get it by the guard. Are they by? They just graze it. Wrecking on the front stone, and it is a steal of 2 to Norway. What a turnaround.
Wow.
Just grazing that guard. Norway steals 2 after 1 end of play. It is Norway 2, USA no score.
Good ball, Greg. You threw that good. Just had to get on it earlier. It just curved.
Start med 2 ganger, sikkert her med.
Ja, selvsagt.
Back in Inside the Orleans Arena in the desert, Las Vegas, Marcus Waldman gets us underway for Norway in the second end after a big steal of 2 in the first.
13-3. Samson går.
Allison Magnus is relatively new to the sport, but he certainly comes from pretty strong curling DNA.
I would say so.
Both Lars, representative.
Paul's uncle.
Uncle Paul Trulson,
Yeah.
Olympic gold medalist.
Pass the sign. Not bad.
Corner guard thrown here by the USA. It's in play, quite a long corner guard. Here's Weber. Only been curling for 4 years, but here he is on one of the best teams in the world and making a very strong contribution to it.
Yeah, his past 2 games, he's been at 91 and 90%. So
That'll keep you on the team.
for 4 years,
Not bad.
catches on quick.
I think in my 4th year of curling, I was still trying to figure out what the intern and the outturn was.
I think I'm with you on that one.
Line's good.
You gotta go, bitch.
Line's good. Yep. Yep, Greg. Yeah. Gotta go for line, too.
Tilker trying to draw around the corner guard
Come
that
on.
set on his previous stone.
Gotta get it by. Come on.
Persinger trying to hold the line straight. This one is just going to
Center guard.
crash the guard. Leaves the center guard as well. That's
Taking over the top on that one?
a little bit dangerous now for Team USA, but on the other hand,
Way late.
Ja, okay.
guards can be your friend as well when you've got last rock.
Ja, du har videre.
Yeah, they're just saying that was way light, but even if they had the line on that one, having a 2 corner guard, having that second one being even just tight to the rings and being fully around it, that would have been a perfectly good result as well.
Fort med plass. 7-6. La han sekse så mye som mulig. 7. 13-3 der. 8.
Nedregotten trying to draw another one in. This sliding deep though. It's going to go into the back of the 4-foot circle. Just the back button.
Hva sa du? 13-3. Ja. Missinga i sida der litt bratt der, kanskje?
Result of the work from Nedregotten.
Same as ESC. Yep.
Little pocket to follow. And let's take a look in at our other game. Japan versus the Netherlands. The Dutch stones sitting in the rings. Go Aoki, youngest player in the tournament, 18 years of age for Team Japan. First international tournament ever for this Japanese team. Aoki makes the nose hit. Japan scores 1. They lead at 1-0. We'll keep an eye on that match for you. Colin Huffman now trying to draw into the pocket and welds it. Very nice shot.
Yeah, line actually finished on that one.
This end looking a little mixed doubly here, Allison.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just kind of thinking the same thing.
Lots of stones clustered in and around the button and just behind the tee line. This man's familiar with mixed doubles situations. Olympic bronze medalist Magnus Nedregotten. His teammate Kristen Skaslin. This stone, though, a little extra weight, tracking a bit straighter down this path. Will he get enough curl? Nestles in beside the American stone and behind it. There's a veritable wall of stones behind the tee line now. Here's the USA bench and Coach Phil Drobnik swiveling around to take a look at the scoreboard. Also coached Team USA at the recent Pyeongchang Winter Olympics. The USA, of course, gold medal winners. John Schuster's rink. Colin Huffman now trying to get another one into the scoring area.
Line's pretty good. Look up, Greg. Like to see it curl a little, but
This has been such a big year for USA curling, Ali.
Absolutely.
right on it. It's all you.
Had some
Greg. Greg. It's always Greg.
Huffman's draw, welding into the pocket. Be interesting to see if it's second shot.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you want to pull its draws a hair more curl, but
And we see Thomas Leuveld, coach of Team Norway, saying, and that's a little bit crowded there in that 4-foot. I'm not quite sure if we're shot or not.
I think he's tired.
Yeah. Good morning, Thomas.
Yeah, I
Got a
think,
coffee for you.
someone needs to go grab
There's the
their.
coffee.
Oh, there you go.
Fantastic. Thomas will be with us in a moment. So, nice situation brewing here for Team USA. Just needed that last one to curl a fraction more, but they're commanding the button area right now. So Marcus Højberg trying to throw another one into the pile and hopefully in a good angle for the Norwegians. USA has the hammer. Last rock here in the second.
This one's looking at teeny bit light. We'll be looking to try and come down and jiggle some stuff around. But
They got them Robert. Maximum sweep. Great brushing by the Norwegian front end.
fantastic. What a great sweep.
It is a veritable party in the 4-foot circle. Need the VIP entrance to kind of get into this party.
We're only one.
I needed mine to curl.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do now. Take a look at it, figure it out.
Thanks, Colin. Okay, Rich, you figure it out.
Yeah,
Too hard for me.
we're going to go down
Be
and
shot then.
grab your stone for you.
Where do you want me to be?
What are we doing?
I think we got a guard for a shot, don't we?
It's that or you tap our yellow like Colin just
We
threw.
can tap our yellow.
And you can move the red behind our yellow. So that when he hits
I
the
like
red
that
with the
thought
yellow,
from
the yellow
Zeltilka.
stays. It's the
And-
only-
If you guard here, you're basically saying, we hope we get one. We're not going to get two. There's no chance at all.
Yeah, I mean, they've got 4 stones.
If we guard, he's only
Got
gotta
some
make
stuff to
one
juggle
run, right?
around, some time left
problem
in the
is we-
end.
like, I think we need to lose some of the
tap
reds
this
behind
yellow.
us. Even if you just, this red that's here,
Right
we
on
can
the
get it over
nose.
here. It's now in the line of our
that
red
bad?
yellow. Right? The red
Oh, I see.
The red that's back behind yellow. If you,
But that's really not bad because we can now get rid of the
it's
red.
not bad because
Gotta get right on the nose and move that one back just a little. But then he's blasting,
I'm not
right?
worried about getting rid of
And they
the
might
red.
all
I'm
go.
worried about
Them
us
are.
smashing and
This one's not going
and-
to go
and-
right
and-
here. This one's not going to go, right?
You're losing, we can't
Okay.
lose both of you.
And that's the shot,
But we're
right?
still not a good spot. Like that. The thing is, if we
So
nose this,
edge.
then he can smash it.
Well, let's see what he does here.
After a lot of debate,
All right, we're gonna freeze right on that. Tap it a little bit.
Freeze on the yellow.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
Freeze.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Well,
Rich.
I mean, I want to move it. I got to move it just a little.
Okay. So
Get it
move
on
it a foot.
Yeah. Little less.
We want to end up being back
Little
4
less.
weight when we
Right
make
there.
contact.
Okay.
Maybe back 8.
So a freeze tab?
So we need what?
Freeze tap.
Yeah.
Heavy
I'm
draw.
throwing about 90s. You're throwing 85s.
Sweep for a bump. Got lots of ways to describe this shot in curling. Rich Rahonen,
Back 4.
delicate shot.
Whoa, then, whoa.
Trying to come right up to the stone, just thrown by Huffman, and just give it a little nudge.
T, back 4.
Line is just as important as the weight now.
Whoa. Colin, if anything.
Is it me?
Yeah, they're saying it's important to get to the nose on this one.
Go.
Good looking shot here from Rahonen. Beautiful. That's exactly what they wanted.
How many rocks can we put in the 4-foot?
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Because now those back 2 go. The back 3 go.
How many rocks can we put in the 4-foot? Well, 7 so far. Plenty of room for more.
Akkurat nå så har han kanskje den
The
her
whole right-hand side of the 4-foot to
Right.
use.
I mean, what more could you ask for?
Jeg er ikke sikker. Han spiller jo
Pretty good so far.
Nei, det er akkurat som en galen, men det er eneste han har.
Okay, fans at home, what do you do here?
Gale 3/4.
Remember, USA's got last rock.
Norway realizing that if they were to, as they said, smash away, it's not going to do them a heck of a lot of good. Their back 2 reds are
Litt, kanskje?
lined up pretty perfectly to be doubled out.
Yeah, even the stone in the front of the button angled in a good way for the USA. So defense mode for Norway.
Ren. Det er bare linje. Linje er bra. Vil ha 2. Litt fram. Linje er fin. Det er sikkert dette for 2. Ok, risk overkø. Litt fram, ja. Risk overkø.
Hold den I gang. Vil gjerne...
Ja, Markus.
Bra, perfekt.
Good guard weight from Højberg.
Goes up.
So now it's over to you, USA.
They got knows it.
Yep.
We lose
Have
all
you got a
three.
crane or a drone?
Right over there.
Lift stones out of there?
We can just push them all down and we'll take one. Is that what we're going to do? Yeah.
All right. What do you want to do?
I think we got to run it.
We're trying to run for the red. All right, well, if we're playing the run
If we,
back, then
if
we're
we
not
run
pushing
it
all
and we get rid of these three,
Thing is, you're still going to have this one locked in.
yeah.
At least
Draw
one
that.
rock will leave the rings. Will leave
I don't think we have a shot.
Okay.
We run it. We can run it, but then we're going to get those back three out of there.
Whatever you think, Richie.
Over to you, Skipper.
We can guard it.
Tough choice.
What are we guarding now?
Right, we guard the red. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
Do they have an intern? Do they have an intern tap if they just skinny the yellow to tap into their red to get shot?
Yeah, probably.
This could be a good
I think we gotta guard
opportunity
this
to
side.
get
We don't have anything.
Coach
If we know
Phil.
we
Just take our
we're
one
gonna
and
go
True.
run
run
next to
The
him.
down
USA has a
here.
timeout,
Because
but
right now,
awfully early in the game to call a timeout.
Which one we guard?
We lose the back three, but we don't lose the other two. The other one that's locked in there.
All the decision here is around how much risk do you take to
God,
try
we
and
can
score
play for
more than one.
What are we going to do?
I don't think we got
Screwed.
anything.
We're
Let's do this.
screwed.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause we need about 2 rocks to do anything.
I'm not sure that the red run
Even
back
if I
doesn't
could
help
run
the
that one on
USA.
nose, the back three go, but that one's still locked in there.
That's what I'm saying.
Drive red straight back on the 2 yellows. You might get some action on that Norwegian stone sideways, but Rahonen thinks it's not there, so he's going to play the
That's like draw weight.
Yeah.
intern.
We're like 5-6.
Whoa, then.
What do you want to do with it?
They're 5.
Not a clue.
Just
right now.
top 8?
It's coming down now.
Well, it's okay.
Just
Whoa.
tight now?
Another rock in the 4-foot.
We're over curling.
Right off it? That's fine. If we're in this path,
We're
we can't. do anything.
over curling
Oh,
here.
come on, sweepers, you could have gotten that stone in the 4-foot.
That's good. As long as we can't get to nose.
Yep.
This is a messed up in.
Fascinating end. Let's take a look at our other match in action this morning. Japan, Netherlands. 4 Japanese stones in the rings. A difficult final shot here for Jaap van Dorp of the Netherlands. Facing 4. He never loved this.
10-2. 10-10 af. Yep. Yep. Hoi. Hoi. Yep, 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 yep. Hoi. Hoi, hoi. Yep. Hoi. Hoi. Hoi.
Hits and rolls away, and it's a steal of 2 for Japan. Go Aoki and his Japanese teammates go out to a 3-0 lead.
Got a bit of a break. Carlo was very good on the line call on that one, so that they were able to catch that other one on the side, and wasn't a steal of 3.
Yes, indeed.
Really great, great Plan B line call.
90 with a pretty good bump.
After Wallstead stacks the guards, now Greg Persinger. There have been a lot of puzzled expressions on the ice in this end from about the midpoint of the end on, Allie.
Absolutely.
What do we do? I don't know. Got no way in there now. Could make a shot, but I've got no good idea for you. I've got nothing. Persinger.
I see what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Colin gets it now.
A light bulb.
Ding.
I would have liked to throw one out here in the 8-foot, but then if he makes it,
So that's a setup shot. Persinger throwing the stone. Top of the rings with the hopes of being able to raise it on his last one.
Legg på litt da, og så et stein lenger ut da. Nei, good.
Proving the angle for a potential run in and maybe spring that Norwegian stone off the top of the button. Good call. Gets a little bit of heat on Stefan Wallstead to make a good guard here. A little bit wider path than his last guard. A little bit into the weeds on the wide side of the sheet. Not quite as much play out wider.
Se, gå på den.
Ja, det går bra. Det går bra. Og spil.
No problem with the weight, and no problem with the line. So if the USA wants to use that setup shot of Persinger's, it's going to have to be a double raise.
And doesn't look like they do.
Nope. USA deciding the discretion is the better part of valor. They don't even attempt their last shot.
The minute you guys made that freeze, I kind of saw that coming. It's like, okay, well.
Yeah, that's two. Just wanted to be sure. Sometimes it looks a little deceiving with all those rocks.
Yeah. One yellow.
One yellow is the confirmation, so the USA defending that stone on the button right through the end and scoring a single point.
Yeah, I'm not sure where my gripper is.
After 2 ends of play, it is Norway 2 and the USA 1.
There's one back here. A couple back here.
Yeah, I don't have my gripper. That's the problem.
He normally wears that gold line, doesn't he?
No. Used to be more about
Ja, han var bäst. Det var så dårlig. Den dårlig frysende, Markus.
Det er hele kappen. Det er hele omgangen. Det var ikke noe gøy. Det er bare galt, da.
Låst på fall.
Back inside the Orleans Arena here in the desert, Las Vegas. Curling in Vegas. Monday morning here, Norway leading to USA 2-1, the 3-6-1 World Men's Curling Championships 2018. Hans Frownlub here with Allison Kriviazek. And Allie, quite the second end.
Absolutely. As we were saying, it kind of reminded us a little bit of mixed doubles.
Like mixed doubles on performance
If
enhancing
you had extra rocks in mixed doubles, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, in mixed doubles with 5 rocks each.
16 rock mixed doubles in.
Exactly.
It's busier than a rush hour at Penn Station.
I think it's always fun when you've got so many rocks in play and the teams are just mind-boggled of what angles, if we do this, and there's so many rocks that
It's fun when you
they
see
all impact each other. And
yeah, when you see the best curlers in the world scratching their heads and go, I don't know. Got a shot here, but I can't see one. Philip Telker for the USA. Norway with the hammer now in end number 3. 10 end schedule. Round robin action here. Men's Worlds.
Line's really good.
6 even.
Collins.
So Nelly, we're talking about the impact of USA curling, not only of hosting the World Championships here in the USA, but
That's good.
the recent amazing gold medal win of Team Schuster at the Winter Olympics and the impact on that on recreational curling in the USA. And we've had some reports from around the U.S. about the impact of this in the U.S.
it's absolutely incredible. They've been getting a ton of new members joining the club, wanting to start the Learn to Curl programs. And North Dakota, they had Schuster stop by the club a few times and do some autograph and pictures. And I know that was so appreciated by the fans, and they were just absolutely loving every minute of that. And I think Schuster was too, the guys. Loving every second of it.
John Schuster and co are definitely living the dream right now,
Absolutely.
post-Olympics. Valberg wrecking on the center guard. So good chance for the USA to duck another one in. But yeah, let's name check some of these fantastic curling clubs around the USA. In Bowling Green, Ohio, they drew 1,000 people to Learn to Curl sessions post-Olympics. Coyote Curling Club in Arizona. More curling in the desert. 1,600 people showed up to try curling. 1,600.
That's incredible. Absolutely incredible.
How much? 6. Yep. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa.
New York, 800 people.
Way too much
Yeah,
stick.
just incredible. Ardsley.
Wow, I was not full.
Shout out to the curling fans in Ardsley. Great job. 800 new curlers.
Yeah, to all of you newbies out there, welcome to the curling world.
Totally.
Happy to have you.
Welcome to the family.
Yeah.
Evergreen Curling in Oregon. Three Sheet Curling Club. They've drawn 500 new people.
Good luck to the manager of the curling rink, eh?
That's right.
How do you give
Who's got the
them-
late game tonight?
The 5 a.m. morning game, or do you want the midnight midnight draw?
When early is late and late is early. Magnus Nedregotten trying to make a play on the American Stone. Possible double takeout. Needs to curl. Stuffs it. Leaving the American Stone. Shot rock position. Continuing our tour of the USA, the Nutmeg Curling Club in Connecticut drew 1,200 people to learn to curl sessions. 1,500 volunteer hours. They've signed up 120 new members on the back of the interest from the U.S. gold medal in Pyeongchang. Brilliant. Colin Huffman.
Yep. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Hard. Hard, Phil. Hard. Okay, that's good. Good shot.
Okay. About as good as we could do.
Yeah. That's
We've
good.
got any thicker, we get a bigger
Just
piece of our
clips
I agree.
their
Good
own
shot.
stone a little bit away from the button area, but
That first one was just
watch the action on our replay. Just clips that stone, pushes it away from the front of the button. That's the only negative from that shot from Huffman's perspective. Removes 2 Norwegian rocks. That's good news.
Looking for a hit and roll on this one. Looks like it's hanging though.
Makes contact, sticks around, was looking for an inside roll, didn't get it.
So, we got to throw normal.
And to complete our curling tour of the USA Alley, Peachtree Curling Club. Peachtree Curling
It's a
in
nice name.
Atlanta, Georgia. Hello, Georgia. 1,000 new curlers,
9.5, Greg?
3 new league nights, all on the back, 80 new junior curlers. The power of the Olympics to generate interest in a sport. Rich Ruhonen.
Wait's good.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Easy.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, go, yep. Whoa, 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 throw it.
Looking for the roll.
Go hard.
Oh, good looking shot here. Just doesn't quite get cover behind the guard. Really good attempt, hitting an inside roll. Gonna be difficult for Norway to get on the inside of that one, Allie.
Yeah, it looks to me like they're edge on edge, meaning they don't have any air on the inside to maybe a smidge.
Maybe a smidge?
Maybe a smidge.
Is that more than a piece? Tiny bit?
I think so.
Just a
A
smidge?
smidge, yeah.
Okay. Smidge available for Hoiberg.
This is tight.
Hoiberg trying to hold the line on the inside sweep. Are they by? No, they clip the top stone.
And
Pushing the
they
American
push
rock
it.
in. Wow. Uh-oh. Danger signs flashing now for Norway. Great news for Team USA. Hoiberg clipping that stone
You want to guard the run, right?
just a fraction tight.
And be on the left side.
But he can get.
Why don't you go talk to him down there? It'll be a faster conversation.
Wow.
Just figure out what you want.
Here we go. Another look at it here. So just got a little bit too cute with it maybe and
See you with the intern.
clips his own, pushes the US stone further in behind cover.
He can
And
definitely
now they've
bounce
got
with the-
2 guards
A little bit
basically
more, I think.
Yep.
covering it. So
Stacked and slightly overlapped. Tough to run back.
Next to that one. Is that enough? I think a little
we're
bit
going to
more.
need to do some damage control.
Next to it, or you want to be higher than
Yeah,
Higher
Norway
than
with
this?
last rock here
But
on the
we
third.
got to be.
How deep do you want this?
Either way, just short of that other one.
Short of the reds.
Just halfway. Short of the yellow.
Short
Short of the yellow.
Okay.
So we're looking at a 95, 4-0. Does
Something like that.
that sound right?
Yeah.
4-0.
Yep.
Rush Rahonen. He's throwing a guard stone.
That's pretty good.
3 right now. 4.
No, we're not 4.
Whoa.
Go.
2, 3. Just
That's
a
pretty
2.
good. Stay
Whoa,
close.
whoa, whoa, it's never you.
Whoa. Yep.
Whoa, it's good right there.
Just
Good
short of the
right
yellow.
there.
You want to hook it or no?
What do we want to be?
We can't bump it. We can't bump it.
We're not bumping. That's the easiest double.
Well, that makes the run back slightly tougher, but
Yeah.
makes a double clear a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Maybe just a bit of a miscommunication on that one. They maybe just let them know that the weight could have been, it could have maybe got a
Could have
little bit of a
tucked the corner
bounce
around it or
there.
bounced it,
Yeah.
Hoiberg now looking to blast guards.
I did not know what to call it.
Kills 2 centers.
Jeg tar den der. Ja, Marcus. That's it.
Center guards are gone. Still that stone, the top 4 foot. Let's look in at Japan, Netherlands.
So just basically.
Looks to me like that Dutch stone is in first shot position. Yep, Van Dorp, the Netherlands, trailing by 3. So a chance here, we think, for a draw for 2.
I got a 10.
2.
It's gonna need to curl a little. Right on, it's good.
Alleen lengte.
2.
Greg Persinger trying to stack a center guard.
Mine's really good.
Tot 4. Ga nu
Van
curlen.
Dorp, stone underway.
Ga nu curlen. Kulspel.
Yep.
Stop af. Make sure.
Yep.
Moesbal.
Yep.
Kulspel.
Oh, right there.
Hard. Yep. Yep. Moesbal.
Right.
Yep.
Not bad.
Good sweeping by the Dutch front end brings that stone to the front of the 4 foot. It is a score of 2 for the Netherlands. That brings them right back in the game. Japan leading that one 3-2.
And back on our sheet, we just had a guard put up.
Look at that yellow stone there, right on the center line, short of the rings.
I have a piece of that yellow stone, or a smidge of that,
Just a smidge.
just a smidge of that yellow stone showing, but they're going to need to take an extra second and think about this.
Timeout being called by Norway. Using their timeout early in the game. They don't like the looks of this situation. This one all the way back to that feather come around attempt by Hoiberg, pushing the American stone behind cover, and ever since then it's been scramble time for Norway.
Så drar han sikkert hit og tapper, tror jeg.
Nå kanskje.
Hvis vi ruller, eller prøver å rulle,
As their coach makes their way down to the ice surface.
så setter litt press på. Og om vi ruller langt, så er ikke han krysse, men hvis vi kjapper, så
Kan vi få slått med rulle?
får vi stemme mot 2 da.
Ja, det synes jeg vi skal gjøre.
Og hvis vi klirer senteren, og han drar hit, så har vi ganske kjip dragning rundt her.
Jeg er helt enig i rulle.
Got a few options here, really, don't they?
Ja, det liker jeg, altså. Da har vi mulighet til å sette litt press også. Har vi kjeft med 2.
Så kan du ha litt sånn i bakhodet. Ja, det er tredje omgang.
Coach Lovell
Han er marginal.
making his way around the edge of the arena,
Og da tvinger han.
casually strolling. He's had his coffee,
Så er det ikke
Er marginen
Samtidig
safely arriving now ringside.
Ja, det skal dere oss nå. Hva synes du? Det er jo tenkt oss LREO først, men så sier Markus ikke sant hvis han drar der da. Så det er jævlig kjipt.
Om vi drar her, liksom. Litt. Her har det vært fint å rulle.
Så man må kjappe når han kjapper igjen, så er det sånn dobbelt for 2. Hvis den skal være uendelig.
No option is great. You could play the double run, big risk,
Da er det spillet mot 3, han må nesten slå han.
driving 2 stones straight
Ja, du
back.
får det. Og du får ikke noe vann sannsynligvis, da.
Make a play on the open stone. That's the most
Prøv å rulle
straightforward option.
Liker det. Bedre. Uten å være rygg.
Ja, det er jo hvis oss kjapper og han klarer å rulle akkurat under da. Ja, da er det kjipt.
Da har vi i hvert fall med å prøve å dra hit da, for å gjøre det.
And Ellie, the thinking process here,
Vi gjør det.
are you taking some big risk to still have a chance of trying to score 2, or do you really just try to
Eller da fryser.
make sure you can get a safe 1 out of this?
Yeah, I think they were debating between the hit and roll and the draw or the freeze. But it looks to me like they've settled with the hit and the roll.
As Rich Rahonen looks on, Team USA skip. Norway's going to try to hit the American stone and roll a little bit to the right as we're looking at it on our overhead, behind cover of those center guards. Should be able to get shot rock just at the back of the button with an inside roll.
Yeah, if anything, you want to roll it even just a little bit further to the right, so that if you were ever to come with the in-turn, try and pick away at that yellow stone, your rock wouldn't be in the way.
Just quiet weight, but this one really not moving. It's just on the nose, wide open for Team USA. Halstead looking on. One thing that Team USA I've noticed in their games early in the week here, they're going to have to keep an eye on is their time management. They've really been pushing hard against their time allocation every game. They do take a lot of time talking about shots.
Absolutely. The game we did yesterday, they had
I mean, if you think that's the way,
3 or was it 5 seconds? 5 seconds left on the clock. So suspenseful right to the end.
Yeah, it makes it exciting.
Yeah.
Not sure you want that kind of excitement every
No.
game. Time clock's in the background there as Persinger throws a stone.
No, I think if I was skipper, I'd be saying, "Come on, guys,
Yep.
you gotta
Make a call.
give me something. Give me an extra couple seconds, please."
Control weight takeout here by Persinger.
Has he gone right by?
Catches it thin, rolls behind. It's just going to pop out on the in-turn side. USA line 2.
We had to roll. I was sliding a smidge full.
Yeah, that's fine.
Smidge. He said he's sliding a smidge full.
See, it's not
It is a
just me
curling
that
term.
use it.
Okay.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
no roll.
Just nudges the Norwegian stone out and rolls to the back of the 8-foot lead from line 2. So now it's going to be a difficult final draw for Stefan Wallstedt. Needs a piece of the button. The white circle right at the center to score a single point.
Yeah, it
Tough
was
shot.
definitely not a bad result with that roll. I mean, if you were to stay right there, it does give the Norwegian team a bit of an out on his last one. So this is a very tricky draw.
Sitting in the back of the 4-foot will give Wallstedt something to draw against, but no backing here. Has to throw it cold right onto the button. Totally judgment now in the hands of the sweepers here for distance, and they are backing off it. Nedregotten keeping a close eye. Plenty of weight. Will it stop in time? It's not going to curl enough. It is a steal, I think, of a point for the USA. Just verification. I think it's a steal. Yes, it is. Stolen point for Team USA. Perfect weight on the final draw there by Wallstedt, but just did not curl enough, and the USA steals a single point to tie this game up. After 3 ends of play, we are all tied up at 2.
Yeah, well, that's where Greg's was that came short. Yeah.
Okay, good job, guys. Way to battle. Let's go play good end now.
Yeah. Let's do it. It's like,
Back inside the Orleans Arena, Philip Tilker of the USA gets play underway in the fourth end. We are live at the 361 World Men's Curling Championship in Las Vegas, Nevada. Entertainment capital of the world. We got a pretty entertaining one here. Hans Traunop joined by Alison Kreviazek and Allie.
Just drop that one.
After just outscoring the Norwegians by a smidge
Yeah.
to get the steal in the third end.
We
This
got
one's
a
all tied up.
Tied ball game. 2-2.
Very important one for the USA. They've come into this game on a 1-2 record. Been a tough day today. 2 games, and the USA can prevail this morning. That would set up their day very nicely indeed. Corner guard there by the Norwegians.
Yeah, they've got a tough day. We've got the Norwegian team here, and then Team Scotland this afternoon.
Really tight.
We've been
In between, you need the mental discipline not to spend too much time at the pool.
Yep. Yep. Okay,
I
well.
tell you that the fans here in Las Vegas are absolutely embracing warm weather curling here in the desert.
I think this is how curling should always be.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Perhaps one of these fine curling clubs that have got all these new members, perhaps they also have some warm destinations they'd be willing to extend out to
That's true.
the public here.
To have coyote curling in Arizona.
Exactly.
Come on, Tampa. Come on, Tallahassee.
Yeah.
Let's go, Orlando. Drawing around the corner, trying to hide. Big sweep there from Nedregotten, and Hoiberg dragging that stone half buried. Curling growing not only in the USA but around the world. We mentioned the Olympics and World Curling Federation membership now. 60 countries are now member associations in the World Curling Federation. It's amazing. Back in the early 1980s, there were only 16 nations that were actually competing to try and get to a World Championships, and here we are, curling around the world.
Of course, this year there's the 13-team format here at the World Championship as opposed to 12 in the past.
Great shot there from Colin Huppen. Perfect inside roll right behind the center guard. Team USA on a roll here. Exactly right, Ali. 13 teams, 3 from the Pacific Asia region. Japan, Korea, China. Representing that growth in the game worldwide.
Yeah. And I do think this year for mixed doubles we have 42.
42 teams will be competing in Östersund in Sweden. Nice run back there by Nedregotten. Springs 2 stones. Importantly, clearing that center guard. Absolutely right. Mixed doubles curling made its debut at the Winter Olympics as a full medal sport in Pyeongchang.
The right side, not the left.
Yeah.
And Magnus Nedregotten was a competitor
Gotta be touching center line.
Yep.
Looking for 20 to 30.
in the first ever Olympic mixed doubles tournament, which was an enormous success. Very well received. Colin Huffman, 91% for the tournament. He is playing very solid for Team USA.
A little tight.
Mine's good.
Mine's a
I
little
think it's
tight.
tighter than that.
Hard for a minute.
Hard.
Just looking to
Whoa, whoa.
guard this up.
Whoa.
First
Whoa.
Norway with
Whoa, right up.
making those peels,
Okay,
but
good shot.
have totally blocked off their
It's not bad.
the intern side of the sheet.
What's that? I think finish better.
Yeah. Defensive wall on the left side of our picture, blocking the entire path on the intern side.
But unfortunately, just over curling that last guard, so this does leave the US stone partially exposed. It's a great opportunity for Norway to get at the stone and get a bit of a roll on this one. And roll it over closer to that other yellow.
Very nice control weight shot there by Magnus Nedregård.
Kom fram, da. Men,
Ja, jeg er alldeles. Ja, var jeg alldeles.
men det har vært sånn ballevant. Han har bare dyttet ham igjennom, liksom.
Final thought on mixed doubles, alley. I've already heard whispers that
That's what we just couldn't
officials in world curling
Yeah,
are
I know.
quite optimistic, not only about mixed doubles remaining on the Olympic program, but possibly even expanding the field size for the next Winter Olympics, which will be in Beijing in China.
That would be amazing.
Certainly would.
Weight's good.
Rich Ruhonen, 84% for the tournament. Rich is an attorney. It's always good to have a lawyer on the team in Las Vegas. Another nice inside roll by Ruhonen. Would have loved one more rock width of roll on that one.
A little bit. You get an inch.
Not noticed that.
Oh man, I've seen him almost every hit.
Easy, easy, easy. Whoa. Go! Colin, go!
Trying to get Colin to sweep and get a little bit more extra curl on that stone. Try and get it to roll a little bit further in behind that guard, but doesn't quite get it.
Norwegian sweepers on this one immediately. This is going to be tight to the center guard. Are they by? Just. Great sweep.
11-3.
11-3.
If there's any doubt in people's mind if curling's an athletic sport, there's your answer.
Hear the huffing and puffing out there.
Absolutely. Maximum effort from the Norwegian sweepers, just getting it by that center guard. Great brush. Ruhonen.
Weight's good.
Easy.
Yeah, maybe 11.
Whoa, it's a little big.
It's big.
11.
Whoa. Colin.
Colin, go. Go, Colin, go!
Stone has a bit of curling to do. Huffman trying to promote a little bit of curl with the outside sweep.
We did roll away. Well, yeah, but further.
Yeah, more.
Hits it on the outside. So a bit of back and forth as both teams try to maneuver the stone behind the cover of the guards at the top right-hand side of our picture.
10-5, eller?
Jeg tenker nesten vanlig.
Norway with last rock here on the fourth.
Jeg liker det. Hvis du synes det er best, så er det ikke mye grunn til å gå en halve.
They realize with this one that they can roll quite a long way. Don't need to be precise in terms of getting in behind that center guard, so giving yourself a little bit of the minimum ice here and go hard for that roll.
10-5. Hold den i gang. Yep. Hard.
Three candidate guards to roll behind on this one for Team Norway. Don't want to pop across all three of them. I think it will. It's going to slide deep into the rings. Will it pop out the other side? No, it just hangs on. It's a good call there, Ali. They took minimum ice, as you said, tight ice, and swept it hard. And they had a lot of real estate to roll behind there.
Rich got the wrong rock.
Trust in your sweepers to keep it there.
The speed should be similar to DSC still?
I think so.
That's what they're there for.
Yep.
Mark Silberg.
You like that, Bruno?
Much ice, is it?
Refueling.
Mine aren't curling a ton.
Okay.
USA, though, great opportunity here to duck around those guards on a draw shot. Lots to hide behind for Greg Persinger.
Plenty.
Oh, room,
87 good at it. 5, 6.
Not a
Mine's
big
better.
We're real close.
We're gonna need, no,
Doesn't
no,
need
Phil.
it. Does not need it.
Colin, it's Colin all
Weight's
day.
there. Never need to go for weight.
Mine's perfect.
Waiting for it to die.
Colin, we're gonna have to go. Go, 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 go.
Hard, Colin.
Doesn't matter. We gotta get
Okay,
it.
we're good now.
Sweeping it for curl now. It's got plenty of weight. Fully buried, but just slightly heavy, sliding behind the tee line. Leaves a chance for the Norwegians to follow it down and get closer to the pin. Greg Persinger.
I just wanted to overbury it a little bit. Maybe we shouldn't have to 3 inches short. Gotta make sure we're buried.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Is it better just to overbury it or maybe just leave it a little bit higher? Because now this is a great opportunity for Norway to come down onto that stone.
Such a game of tactics curling that stone. That stone delivered by Persinger is on the front of the button as opposed to the back of the button. This is a way harder shot for Norway. Still not an easy one. but the degree of difficulty has gone way down.
7, eventuelt 7,5 hvis det er linja.
Okay.
Vil bare se opp det. Ja.
Stefan Wallstead. .88% at the skip position. That's mighty fine shooting. And this one's got some curling to do. It's tracking a bit straight. Great look at it there. He's well by the guard, but is it heavy? This stone is sliding. Sweeper's back right off it. It is going to slide all the way to the back of the 4-foot circle, and the USA now with a fantastic chance to lock this stone in. Wallstead, but 3 feet heavy with the draw.
I'm not going to say time, I was going to say. But
Yikes. Not much
great.
more you can say about that.
Maybe
But,
something with the same.
if the USA can sink another one in a round, this is going to be a high-pressure shot for Norway.
Wallstead and Hoiberg, they know it. They've opened the door for Team USA.
The button, though. I like touching it.
Saving grace for the Norwegians. They got last rock, but boy, that last stone might be a really tough one. Persinger looking to draw in the front of the 4-foot circle in front of his own stone this time. Green light indicates a legal throw. Sweeper's hammering this one immediately. They think it's light.
Maybe top 8. Gotta go. Gotta get full 8. Gotta go.
Huffman, Tilker giving it everything.
You can hear them saying, gotta be full 8. If they were to ever run that red now, could be for a bundle.
Yeah, I mean, keep going.
Good look at it from the overhead. The 2 red stones belonging to Norway.
3 more inches, we beat up the back one.
There is a potential shot for 3 here now for Norway. Huffman, Tilker, they gave it everything on the sweep, but they brought it just into the 12-foot circle. And now those 2 red stones. This is a difficult but makeable shot.
Yeah, Stefan's only thrown 1 takeout so far this game, and he's at 50%, so I think he's going to want a little bit of redemption.
It's a risk-reward shot. You could try a slightly easier shot to score the 1, double takeout, jump off that yellow stone that he's got his brush on and roll into the button area. That's basically a shot for 1. You might get fortunate and push the yellow stone out, but a big risk of jam there.
Looking at the in-off right now. Just for 2.
That is a shot for 2.
Yep.
Boy, the straight run, Ali, even though it's longer in distance,
Sure does look tempting.
feels like an easier shot to me.
Then again, he's the one throwing it, so
Totally right.
whatever he feels is makeable.
Absolutely.
You want your skip to be in the best possible frame of mind going into his last stone. So
Totally right. Always need to feel really good about the shot that you've chosen that you're going to throw. And Wallstead says, I can make this cross-house double takeout to score 2. Going to hit right about where the brush is on the inside of that yellow rock, jump to the back and to the right, try to clip the American stone on the button and maybe score 2, maybe even 3. It's on its way. Hits it thick. It's not going to roll far enough. It's another steal for the USA. Back-to-back steals for Team USA. Wallstead trying the cross-house double. Hit it a bit thick. Stolen point for the US gives them the lead for the first time in the game. It's the USA 3 and Norway 2.
Well, it wasn't. It was the fact that
We left it for 3.
Yeah, we left it.
Yeah, we left it for 3. Hey, that's good. Hey, great job. Great way to battle back after that. I didn't know.
We're inside the Orleans Arena at the 361 World Men's Curling Championship 2018. The home team, Team USA, after dropping a pair in the first end to Norway. Stolen consecutive ends and now hold the 3-2 lead. Playing the fifth end of this 10-end game.
Good start.
Stefan Wallstead. Linus Wahlberg. Center guard USA. Corner guard Norway. Wahlberg having a little rest before his next stone.
Yeah.
Phil Tilker.
85 to room. I think we're light. If you're early, it's great.
I think Phil's an early candidate for the Coley Campbell Award for most sportsmanlike athlete here at the World Men's. Saw USA's game against Japan earlier in the week. Japan's Go Aoki made an incredible final shot to get Japan into an extra end. The first guy over to give him a high five was Phil.
Wow, that's fantastic.
It was a beautiful moment.
Of course, at the end of the week, Sportsmanship Awards are distributed. Players get to vote.
You know a little bit about that, Allison?
I do, and you do as well.
Recipient of such an honor. It is a nice thing. One of the great things about our sport is, as hard as these athletes compete to win, the spirit of curling and sporting spirit is evident. It's a big part of the game.
Yeah, and being recognized by your peers, that...
yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Board. Okay. Hair more.
Real close on that last draw. Hair more weight and able to tuck a little bit more around, but so it does leave a piece exposed. But this is that side that Colin was a little bit unsure about. He was.
He asked for a smidge more ice.
My bad, I just didn't need more.
This one, exactly. He asked for extra ice. He got it.
You got a time on that?
Throws it by.
Sorry?
10.
10? Ooh, that didn't look like 10.
But I might have hit it. I might have hit it early.
Said 10 seconds?
I probably hit it early.
There's no way that was 10 seconds. It hardly made it to the boards.
No, it hit the board.
Yeah.
Colin not quite believing what he saw.
Kind of with him on that. I don't know if that was a 10 seconds. 10 seconds meaning the time in which the rock travels from the first hog line and to the second hog line.
Teams will use that as a gauge for how hard to throw a takeout shot.
10 seconds is normally a pretty controlled takeout.
So Norway now with a chance to wrap another one around, but they just tap their own and leave themselves exposed now.
Doesn't matter.
Gotta just barely hit this one first.
I like it.
So, buddy, it's 3 inches higher.
Okay.
So, I think we gotta throw. We're gonna roll out, but 7.5.
How much?
7.5.
7.5.
As Huffman lines it up, we'll look in Japan and Netherlands. Red Japanese stone in the back of the forefoot, and last stone here for Go Aoki. Big rotation on his release. He really springs it. Draw for 2 here for Japan, possibly.
You ticked it, actually. Not the end of the world. That's all right. Okay. Not bad.
Very nice weight. Not showing any nerves at all here. The 18-year-old, first international tournament. Japan scores 2, and they take a 5-2 lead over the Netherlands. Go Aoki.
What a fantastic name.
That is a great name. One of the great sports names of all time.
Absolutely.
It's another great name, Magnus Nedregotten.
Yeah. You love that one.
I do love that name. Norwegian is one of the most musical languages in the world. Just on the high side, rolls a little bit away to the wing. Norway with something building here, though. They've got last rock.
So,
There's no hole.
Turn you want?
I think the out turn,
There's
huh?
no hole.
You just throw it. You just throw it hard.
It's a third
What
of
is
the
it, a
stone.
quarter?
Yeah.
Rohonen lining
We
up a
can-
double
we can come off
takeout.
the backside of ours, too.
Like there's no such thing as too thin, basically. Third of a rock.
Slightly awkward angle,
Third
Ellie.
of a rock.
Yeah, third.
Yeah, they're looking to hit it thin, but
Out.
Okay.
I mean, there is such a thing as too thin. You
Yeah.
could hit it too thin and then
Even off-
kind of
even
breeze
go
by
out.
it, but
Make it.
Too thin equals error sometimes.
exactly, yeah. Too much of anything, but I think they said they settled upon a quarter stone. Should make the double.
Tilker on the inside sweep immediately. Rohonen thinks he's a little bit narrow, gets a little inside roll, but no double takeout. Leaves his stone in a good spot, though.
Carved it a little bit.
We're saying I carved it a little bit.
Sorry.
Curlers have got wonderful slang for everything.
Yep.
Little narrow, dumped it, started it,
Yeah.
carved it.
We'll do our best to interpret all these slang comments for everyone listening back home.
Yeah, we'll give you subtitles for curling language.
Men frisen på toppen er ikke dum heller.
Sett den der.
Jeg er med på den nå.
Norway's got blast rock, but
Så har vi oss to situasjoner her.
all kinds of danger in front of them. Yellowstone's belonging to the USA, threatening that shot rock from every direction.
75-80.
Bare doble dem to der.
Doble dem her, ja.
So risky play, clearing the guard, trying to remove two American stones. Hoiberg, big weight. Hoiberg bringing the heat. Gets one, clips two, springs it away, clears the front. That's a pretty good result. USA still with something brewing, though. Very easy short run now for Rohonen. Look at the replay on Hoiberg's shot. That's what they were trying. They were hoping to clip that stone a little bit thinner and maybe spring the other American stone completely off the rings. Clears the center guard. Wallstead. After dropping consecutive steals, perhaps Ali thinking,
Do some damage control.
Where are we trying to roll the shooter anywhere?
No, shooters stay in the other
Still
row
have
just a
3
little
stones
left. You know,
remaining,
like, you
so,
know, 'cause otherwise he's just going right under the corner.
still,
He's gonna hit
some
it.
time
Make
to
it- make it this way,
get
he's got
some
an easy
rocks
roll
in play, and
Pro side on the roll is rolling a foot or two
Yeah,
to the right.
you're right.
Yeah. Kind of wait.
Normal, but I don't think that's enough.
9-5.
Give me just an inch more.
final small adjustment on the target line for Rohonen.
Yep.
Hair down.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, it's good.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Put that back.
Oh, we're good.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
We're good.
whoa, 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 whoa.
That one.
little indecisiveness going down the sheet from the sweepers. Do we clean? Do we not?
Yes, no, what?
That's good.
That's great.
It's part of the temptation as a sweeper. Sometimes the center line.
It stopped getting off the line. So I was like,
Yeah, Huffman and Tilker talking about it. It's the job of the person in the house to read the line, and sometimes as the sweepers you can see the center line, and so you're trying to read it yourself. Person reading the line in the house would say, "Let me call it.
Yeah.
You guys just sweep."
Problem is when no one's saying anything,
Yeah.
then all the thoughts start rushing through your own head, and try and make the decision for yourself.
Akkurat kan få toer og med vant. Få spinne litt ned. Det går. Ikke nok så
Coach's
riktig her for
bench.
2 omganger siden.
Ja, kanskje litt
Looking on.
stemning, eller?
Nei, jeg synes det er bra. Tror det er bra.
Ja, prøv det.
Marcus Hoiberg.
11-5, bra fart. Ren. Ren. Er nære. Wow. Ren. Ren. Japp, japp. Hardt. 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 Japp, japp, japp.
I'd love to get a little bit of a roll to the right behind that corner guard. Pretty good shot. And importantly, they've got themselves into second shot position as well. They're out counting that American stone. Great shot.
This is second.
Ja, take two.
Oh, they're second? Yeah, they're second. They got a little spin.
Let's look at the roll here. Perfectly behind the guard and in second shot position.
Speed should be pretty good.
We don't got to play it tight. We just got to be even.
Top four?
Yep.
Good look at it there. Nearly perfectly
Full eight
buried.
over there.
They're just going to ignore that though and throw the straight draw around and try and get the two yellow stones to be even
All right, I'm with you.
so that there's no double available for Team Norway.
Greg Persinger. From Alaska.
Four. Line's good.
Big trip to the lower 48 for Greg for this tournament.
Yep. Yep. Come on, guys. Gotta go. Gotta go.
We're never there.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Farther, little go. Come on, you got it. You got it.
Just not throwing it. Okay. Okay.
Well, okay.
Stone comes up fractionally short.
That's, I know.
Good chance for Norway now. Turn this end around and set up a possible pair.
Whole way, though, you know. I mean, that's...
Yeah, those sweepers gave it all they had. Right out of his hand, they were sweeping that, so
If you're brand new to our sport, effective sweeping like we're seeing out here this morning can carry a stone as much as 2.5 meters further over the course of an entire 45-meter curling shot. For our American friends, probably about an extra 8 feet. Important shot here for Wallstead. Needs to stick around to set up his pair.
Yep. T6. Whoa. Whoa. In deck.
A little outside roll would be great. They get a little flop. Norway lies 2. So, decision time for Team USA.
go for the long roll, or do you make the short one underneath there?
Where he has to nose double, he's not second.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be close to second. Depends on where you roll to.
Whatever you think's easiest,
I don't
Rich.
mind that.
Okay.
Do you like that?
Just roll a hair past dead under. It's either that or over here. It's whatever you think is better.
We have more rocks to roll under going over there.
What do you like, Greg?
That's not bad. If we get to right there, but he's still going to see half of it.
All right, if you think the big roll is what we have to do, let's do it.
I do.
Okay.
Because you can get a...
USA is deciding on the big roll, trying to roll all the way to the left side of our picture behind those guards on the left side. Tough shot. Has to roll this one about 6 or 7 feet.
Wait's good.
Needs to hit about 3/4 of the rock. Rahonen now switching gears, saying go the other way. He's going to try the outside roll instead. Good alert line read there from Rich Rahonen. Inside roll was never there. So he elects instead to try and roll it to the outside and tucks a corner. Have to be able to do that when you're in the house reading line.
Yeah, that was a great plan B call.
De klarte mye av Lofoten øverst. Ja, får mer eventuelt. Halvtreff, så er det masse rull på det. Hæ? Hit på halvtreff. Ja, kanskje. Ja. De klarte ganske mye på en av sine her.
Not the easiest of shots now. Norway's going to have to try and hit that yellow stone that the United States just threw. So maneuver past that top yellow. Try and hit that one and get their deuce.
Just have to hit what they see. The danger for the Norwegians, if this one overcurls and clips the stone in front of the target rock, could spill across the house, but he'll be playing, I think, just quiet weight. Give him options off of both of those stones to maybe just score a single point. But he's looking for a pair here. Stefan Wallstead, final stone on its way. Sweepers are not laying a brush to it. Will it curl enough? Does he have contact? Just clips it. Will he stick around? I don't think so. It is only a single point for Norway. Chance for a 2 goes begging. Wallstead a little bit too straight. Players are just looking to agree on the score. It is 1 red. Norway with a single. This one tight as a drum at the midpoint of this 10-end game. We are all tied up at 3.
That's okay, he's got his Thunderbirds going.
Play in the first end. Yellowstone belongs to Team USA. Steffen Wallstad of Norway. Look at this, just gets by the top stone. Perfect weight, just pushing the American stone into the back of the 8-foot. A fantastic shot by Wallstad. Making life very difficult for Team USA. Final stone on its way now for Greg Persinger of the U.S. Trying to follow this one down to score a single point. But it just clips the center guard. And Norway steals 2, leading it 2-0 after 1. Third end action. Yellowstones belong to the U.S. Wallstad of Norway. And his final shot has to draw a piece of the button. Perfect weight, but it does not curl quite enough, and the U.S. steal 1. Tying this one up at 2 after 3 ends of play. Fifth end. Chance for 2 for Wallstad. Tough shot after a great line read by Ruhonen. Gets the stone into a touchy place for the Norwegians to get to. Catches it thin, and it's a single point for Norway. After 5 ends of play, this game's tied 3-3. Looking in at our other match, just 2 games in our session 6 morning session. Japan are leading the Netherlands by a score of 5-2. In our feature match, Norway and the USA deadlocked at 3.
Har vi lyst til å gå på setupen min også? Når de kommer så blir det bra. Hva sliter du?
Min også er litt langt på labben. Og så rundt litt farten. Nei.
Ikke som jeg tenker. Jeg kan sikkert finne på noe.
Jeg også kan sikkert finne på noe.
Ja, men det kan finne på etterpå.
Ok.
Markus har jo drittstein, men han spiller om det han kunne det.
Steinar er virkelig bra. Ja. De reagerer sånn som oss tror. Jeg tror kanskje litt mer energinivå. Om vi må fake det litt i starten, da, så kanskje vi kan prøve på det. Ja.
What if they're short? I mean, then I do it. Yeah, that's what I like. That's right. And then if that ticks the top when you roll under, I think that's a better play. Right? So top 4 corner, he goes tight. We try to tick it, just play it like we're playing the tap. And if we tick the guard and roll in the house, it's really good.
And you're saying we throw a corner on the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, then make sure that we throw a corner on the side, on the opposite side, and they're wrong.
Here are the stats at the midway point. And stolen points, 2 each, dead even in the shooting percentage department. So, Allison, I think this is sort of the reflection of the game. Nothing to choose between these teams this morning.
We're over curling. Open.
Line's always good. Just go.
Come on, go, Carl.
And that's what we're playing for. World Championship trophy. Here in Las Vegas. A few bleary eyes this morning on a Monday morning, but not from the curlers. They are ready for action here at the World Men's Curling Championship, the 361 World Men's Curling Championship. Back in the USA after a 10-year absence. And the athletes and the fans really happy to be here in Las Vegas. Magnus Faber gets us underway, and end number 6, USA, will have the hammer. We are live in round robin action. Norway coming into this game unbeaten, but the USA playing them more than tough. Anybody's game. USA coming into this game on a 1-2 record. Philip Tilker, 80% for the game.
Every time.
I think we're okay.
Greg.
It's always yours, Greg.
Can't though, probably, right?
Nope. Yes.
Sweeper's trying to use the force, trying to get it to stop.
Does that work?
Using mind control.
No reason to go.
Yeah, I don't think so, but it seems to be the go-to method of every sweeper. You have no control, so you just kind of
just beam yourself into the rock.
Exactly.
Magnus Faber.
Har plass. 4. Jeg tror det setter seg til. Kanskje ikke.
A 13-team field this year at the 361 World Men's.
Få litt, altså.
An increase from last year. It was a 12-team field. This one, will it stop? No, it just creeps onto the ring, so no free guard zone protection. Means the USA can play a takeout shot at the stones if they want. If that one would have stopped short of the rings, would be sitting in the free guard zone. The first 4 stones at the end, you can remove an opponent's stone, but you can't remove it in play. But if it's in the rings, fair game. So Tilker can throw a takeout at this one.
Very nice.
Very nice indeed. Double takeout there by Philip Tilker.
First takeout of the game, not a bad one.
It's always a great moment for a lead to throw a double takeout. Leads are generally throwing tick shots and guard shots, and you get a chance to throw a double and you make it. Phil will be telling his teammates about that one all week.
Yep. The only downside sometimes is when you have to make a double or a takeout on your own rock.
Yeah, that's sort of like the walk of shame, isn't it? Nedregotten. His turn to try a double takeout. Ooh, catches it super thin, just pushes the stone off to the wing. Gets no action on the center stone. So, chance for the USA now to build something up.
Yeah, skipper just calling down to the other end. That threw it well. Just
that feedback's so important, isn't it, Allison?
It is, definitely. It's good to have the honesty within the team. Everyone giving the best information they possibly can, so that there's no misses later on in the game.
That's like a 90 for you?
Yeah, at this top level of competition, you put your ego aside. If you threw it bad, you want to know. If you threw it good, you want to know. You can make adjustments from there. Colin Huffman, 75% for the match today. Slightly below his tournament average, which is very solid. Sweeper's backing off this one. This one has got a head of steam.
That's terrible.
Right through the rings.
Through half. Did you get like a 70?
60.
The eyebrows raised from Colin Huffman. Really? Did I really throw it that hard? Yep, you did.
Yeah.
Magnus Nedregotten. 78% for the game. Right in the nose. Good shot.
Yeah.
USA with last rock here on the 6th. If you're brand new to the game, the basic strategy of curling, when you've got last rock, it's an advantage. You're trying to score 2 or more points. When you don't have last rock, you're trying to prevent your opponent. Tilker's saying same weight as last time. Not quite. That was a little heavier.
That was a good one, Phil.
It's really unkind.
Like a 59.
Persinger and Rowan still talking about that draw of offense. That's great, though. You can
joke about it.
You can joke about it a bit.
At least as long as
doesn't get hurtful.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. As long as Colin's okay with it.
Exactly. Hoiberg clears the corner guard. Nothing in play. Well, we love having the athletes wearing microphones. You get those little moments. Hoiberg.
Get it. Outside edge of button. 90?
Okay. Yep.
Richard Hohen having a very nice game this morning, 95%.
77.
No ad.
It's fine.
No ad.
There's 6.
No ad.
Like plenty.
No ad, meaning didn't give any extra extension on his release.
It's like a 7+.
It's the tricky thing with split time. So split time meaning the clock starts at the back line and finishes at the hog line, and it can be a little tricky sometimes to get a good read because depending on how the athlete throws it, it's going to vary a little bit.
The use of stopwatches is completely legal in curling. Sweepers use that as a guide to give them an idea of how fast the stone has been thrown. And in curling alley, weight control is the essential skill, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
It's deeper there.
By weight control, we mean how hard you throw the rock. Harder you throw it, the straighter it goes. Obviously, the farther it goes too.
Tough, bud.
This end shaping up very much like a candidate for a blank end. If you're new to curling, a blank end is when no points are scored, and the team with last rock will keep the last rock advantage for the next end. Stefan Wallstead struggling a bit today.
He's had a really solid 3 games so far, but just a little bit flat this morning.
Nice shot there.
Ni blank. Ni blank. Ja. 10 blank. Ni blank. Ni blank.
Sometimes a nice straightforward shot like that, if you are having a bit of a wobbly day, can get you back on the rails. Greg Persinger also struggling a bit, 64%
Maybe
for the
9.
match. Not terrible. Slightly below his tournament average.
Good shot.
Right in the nose.
Good weight.
Toss, Greg.
Persinger thinking, I'm going to have a shot for a blank here.
Ni 5. Smile 10. 9 5.
If the USA do convert on the blank here, Ali, it'll be interesting to see how they approach the next end. As we get nearer the end of the game, you are trying to maneuver yourself into having last rock advantage in the so-called even ends, the 6th, 8th, 10th end.
Yeah.
I always love to have last rock in the final shot of the game, but we're here on end number 6, and here is the last stone for Greg Persinger.
Well, if it's anything like the second end.
Where we had a million rocks in the forefoot. Perfect blank there. Nice shot by Persinger. No score on the end. USA will keep last rock into end number 7. After 6, we remain tied at 3.
All right. Bomb. He goes same weight on your neck.
I let it go and it's just like, 2,5 safe, men det går nesten ikke, altså.
We're at the 361 World Men's Curling Championship 2018, our feature game this morning. Norway versus the home team, Team USA. We are tied at 3. Hans Brownlob here with Alison Kreviazek. Ali, this one could go either way.
I would agree with you on that. It's been very back and forth. Some ends are very pro Norway, some ends very pro United States, and both of the skippers right now just struggling a little bit. So we'll see which one of the two picks it up in these last few ends.
USA blanked the 6th end. They've got last rock here in the 7th.
Gotta go for the full 8.
Calls now.
Now we're there.
Oh, we're there.
14-5. Yep, just
if you can, if you can.
14-5, the split time on the stopwatch between the two hog lines.
Never call.
Comes to rest. Half in the forefoot. Magnus Babel.
5. Linja er bra. Nei. Linja er perfekt. Mye plass.
Norway came into this game unbeaten 3-0. And that unbeaten record very much under threat this morning. Team USA playing them tough. Nice freeze there by Vauberg. It's right in front of the American stone. Well, here we go again, Ali. You mentioned that second end, where we had maybe 8 rocks in the forefoot.
No, same.
It's like I'm psychic or something.
You are. Well, you talked about, using the force on the stones to kind of make it stop.
Feet left. Just 4-5 this time.
Okay, line's really good.
Top 8.
To keep you out of the casinos.
Yeah, Greg. Yeah.
With that mind control.
Well, I haven't gone to them once. They've been good.
Okay.
Gotta go. Keep going.
Mind you, we've been enjoying the curling.
We have been
Yes.
fully focused on the curling.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right.
So then?
We are just out.
Okay, that's fine.
So just crashes on that top guard. Sweepers indicating the yellow shot isn't in the rings.
Magnus Nedergotten,
Linja er bra. 4. Se opp.
Norwegian's second player.
Forsiktig med linja. God plass. 5. Og 6. Ikke rød. 6. Ja. 5. Og må sette. Dra seg. 6.
Magnus very involved in the sport of curling. Also a qualified ice technician, so he knows how to make curling ice and prepare it. That's a pretty handy skill when you're a player.
Hva satt? 14-3. Jeg tror den glatser.
We'll update Japan, Netherlands, Ali, and looking in here, we've got Netherlands trailing by 2, but a chance here for Jaap van Dorp.
So right now, Jaap van Dorp trailing by 3, but a really good opportunity now to try and score his deuce. Lying 1 already. Needs a draw to the full forefoot.
It's not bad.
Sweepers like it so far,
That's just a hair tight. Yeah.
and it looks good. And it will be a 2 on the board. So Netherlands will only trail by 1. Japan will lead 5-4 after the 7th end.
Big deuce there for Team Netherlands in our game. Colin Huffman made a fantastic run back. Cleared away a bunch of stones. The Norwegian stone still shot rock in the rings. Nedregotten. Try to come around that center guard again. Just a guard rock trying to defend that stone in the rings. Nice shot. Maybe showing a corner of the stone.
Yep.
There we see it.
What turn you want?
Just a corner of the shot rock available. Tiny port. Rahonen not going to fall into the trap though. He's going to clear the guards.
Yep. Whoa.
Huffman with a laser.
Watch out the yellow. Watch out the yellow.
Okay.
That's okay.
It's all right.
Trying to sweep to get that one to come up a little bit, but clips his own yellow, but still manages to clear up the front of the house a little bit, despite taking out his own rock. That's great. Now they have access to both sides of the sheet.
Marcus Højbjerg. Got the baseball cap. USA, the baseball.
This one's going a little bit deeper than they hoped for. They were looking for just over the hog line. Try and get as much separation between the two guards as possible, but does slip a little bit too deep, and this will give the United States another double opportunity.
Maybe even a triple. Could get all three stones in motion depending where he hits the top one.
Pretty close to that. A little thicker than 2/3.
Yeah, 3/4.
Yep.
All right, Rich, here we go.
Yep. How many can you make move, Rich Rahonen?
Yep. Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard.
1, 2, 3.
And there you have it. Great shot.
To the delight of the hometown fans in Las Vegas.
That'll wake him up.
Exactly. That brought the arena to life. You can see why. Fantastic shot.
Great shot indeed.
And as a bonus, left himself a corner guard as well. They're trying to go around that guard, but they're just by it. I thought they were clipping it. Great sweep. Too good though, actually pops out the other side.
That pesky curl, eh?
Yep, it really went. But boy, oh boy, big sweep. USA though might ignore making a play on it. Watch how close it comes to the guard. Whoa, a little spark.
I got like 3/4.
Puff of smoke as it went by.
You want to throw a
Yeah, I
board?
think so.
You can see it curled all the way out the other side.
Yeah. Board plus.
It's going to curl that far out.
I think that's a lot.
Okay, me too.
Little less.
Just 11.5.
I can hold it.
I can hold it, says Colin. Meaning sweeping. I can hold the line.
Easy. Whoa. Colin, go.
Well by the guard.
Fantastic throw.
All right.
Good throw. That was it was down.
I just went a little bit. I went a little bit early. Sorry.
Pretty nice end there from Rich Rahonen.
Played it a little
triple clear and then a delicate hit.
Kept it super straight.
I know.
Phil Tilker said, yeah, I can hold it. Absolutely, never in doubt. So you may be younger than me, Colin, but I can sweep too.
Yep.
But the guys did call it. They said, I think it's going to be a little straighter out here, and they were definitely right about that.
Yeah, they made a good adjustment, just tightened up the ice a little bit before Ronan threw it. And they did hold it absolutely straight with the brushing.
Yeah, a little bit of a panic on the sweep in the beginning, but it was a little bit less than they had originally wanted to throw. So, makes sense.
Yeah, let's see if Wallstad can get any kind of an inside roll. I don't think so. Sweepers are backing right off it, just to the nose. Stays in the open. USA has last rock here in the 7th end. Corner guard is up. Still a chance to generate a pair.
If you want an inch vest, take an inch vest. I can hold it.
Right close.
More confidence in Phil's voice that time, so I can hold it after the evidence of the previous shot.
Little soft. Weight's good. Weight's good.
Looking for the hit and roll under the guard here. It's definitely a lot more weight than the last shot they threw down the path, but
That's fine. Good throw.
just sticks it.
I was waiting for it to move. It never really moved.
It's almost like a channel down there. They're just throwing it on that track, and it's just riding the rail.
Right, good throw. I needed less.
Should have stuck it in the middle of the rock. Yeah.
Sometimes the challenge, Ellie, when you find a spot in the ice like this that is running a little bit straight, temptation is really there to cut down the ice or drop the weight, and all of a sudden it snaps and you go, oh, that wasn't such a good idea.
Yep. The perfect hit and roll. That is one tricky shot.
Sure is. My good friend Dan Mustapic always tells me, toughest shot in curling is a hit and roll when you need it. A lot of wisdom in that statement.
I'm not sure this one's moving either. Maybe a hair roll. Yeah.
Still open.
La la.
La 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 la. He knows he's made the job a lot easier for Persinger now to blank the end. And this is exactly what the USA were hoping for. Blank the 6th, blank the 7th, get last rock in the 8th, all tied. Last stone on the way, job to do yet for Greg Persinger. Clean is a word you like to hear when you're playing a peel like this. Catches it really thin and too thin. He leaves it on the rings, and it's going to be a steal for Norway. Wow. That straight track bites. An unexpected steal for Norway in the 7th end, and after 7, Norway 4, USA 3.
Okay. All right. Get a deuce. Yep. So get a deuce. No problem. Don't worry about it. Just get a deuce, and we're still in control. All right, we're really good on time, too. So.
We are. What side are we going?
10. Det perfekt. Kanskje bitte litt over det vi trenger.
After an unexpected steal, Norway will lead us off in the 8th end. Like a narrow 4-3 lead. We are live at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. 3-6-1 World Men's Curling Championships, our feature game. Norway versus the USA. Norway leading it 4-3. Hans Frau up here with Alison Krebiezek. Allie, fantastic array of just about everything in Las Vegas. Food items and meat candy and glow cones.
Glow cones.
You're already at 2.
Yeah.
Good line.
I don't think I want one of those, though.
No? No glow cone?
No, I think I'm okay.
That's good.
There is quite a few things here that makes you scratch your head and think, should I have this? Is this a good idea?
You're in Las Vegas. The answer is always yes. Embrace the experience. Philip Tilker with a slight edge in the stat department over Vabrek.
Magnus gjerne på linje, ja. Linje er bra. Bare fart, veldig bra linje.
Ok, litt kortere
Litt lenger, da, Borg. Litt feil som nå. Linja er bra. Dra så langt dere kan, Borg. Trenger ikke så mye finish, egentlig. Og spill.
Straddling the center line. Nice guard there for Vabrek.
I think we still freeze, right?
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, great 2 shots by Magnus.
Tap it.
Actually, let's freeze
Exposing
this
the
way.
right side of that stone in the house as well. It's important not to leave a piece showing towards that corner guard.
Just biting top 4 is what we want.
I gotta go bit early. Close though.
Line's
Got
good.
room.
4-5. Want to be like on the corner.
Got lots of
2/3.
room.
Real close. Whoa.
Has to be calling.
It's going to be calling.
Real close.
Needs to curl.
Attempted a freeze here by Phil Tilker.
Nothing. Pretty good.
All right, that's pretty good. That boy, Phil.
Really good. Corner frozen.
Take a
look in
peek over.
live. Yeah, Japan, Netherlands, Goleoki. Very difficult final shot on the way for Japan. This one seems to be tracking wide as well. Is he by that top one? Just feathers it. And those are pretty close to the back of the forefoot. Looks like a steal for Netherlands, and if that's the case, it's a tie game. Wait for confirmation on the score there, but Aoki couldn't make that final one. It is in fact 5-5, tie game.
Spill, Magnus. Veldig bra.
Well, the freeze party continues here on our feature game. 3 stones welded.
We could just hit the back and roll away.
I think we still go right here.
Yeah, Rich, bring it. More stones.
You're right, though. Why don't we go set
I got half the back one too.
Yeah, we could do this.
I think that's
What do you
Not
think?
bad.
Huffman wants to play the pick,
That's
clearly.
pretty good, actually.
Let's do that.
All right. So board?
Yep, just 11 and a half.
We'll make sure I give you a good 11 and a half this time.
Edger Galton with a good statistical edge over Colin Huffman this morning.
Weight's good.
Close. Clean. Close, yep. Whoa. Whoa, clean.
Just trying to pick the Norwegian stone off the forefoot.
Yes, Grace. Gotta go. Roll it. Roll it.
So close to that top stone. Good line read by Ruhonen, but left it really late.
No kidding.
Perfect.
Just got by that top red.
I don't think the double.
10-5.
Ja, jeg har slitt litt med å køle opp på innan i dag. Bare ha det i bakhodet.
Ok, hvor vil ha ham her?
Det ser bra ut.
Looking for a nice little hit and roll in. Duck in behind cover.
Inside rolls have been tough to come by today. And this one is just going to pop out the other side.
Really good attempt.
Løs bare, sikkert. Bra,
T6.
Ja,
You like the freeze or the little tap? He's gonna run,
You don't like hit and roll away?
but can't get under here and be second though.
We don't have to be. We don't have to be under the guard. I just don't want to cut on the I don't want to
Is
cut on
the
the center.
freeze bad?
It's not bad.
He freezes on us.
Colin doesn't seem convinced about the freeze.
All right, you do that.
You like it?
Okay. You want control?
Either option's
Yeah, I
a
like
good
control.
one. Bottom line is you got to make it. You like this call, Ali?
Yeah, I think I like the hit and roll away on this one. Just don't want to junk up the center too much, and especially playing with behind the tee line. Don't think you're doing yourself any favors with kind of lining up both of your Yellowstones there and junking up the center. So
Anything you get. All right, that's a good shot.
Good execution there from Huffman. Rolls it away to the wing.
and I might have even gotten it for second shot there.
Nice job, Colin.
Okay, well, side bets anybody here? Las Vegas? Red, yellow, second shot?
Close.
Huffman. Nice stone there.
Litt på corneren.
USA's got the hammer. Here on the 8th end, they would love to score a pair. That would give them real control in this game.
Litt mer.
One up. With even ends.
Litt sånn. Ren. Ren. Ren.
Hoiberg.
Ja.
Go, go, go.
Inside roll.
Really nice.
Left it in an interesting place, though. Look at the top stones on the top of the forefoot lined up to jam now. USA stone. If those front stones ever get hit, Yellowstone is going to jam right back on the shot rock.
Forward this time.
Okay, forward. Okay, I like it.
Roll to the same spot.
Yep, speed's good, buddy.
USA is going to try to deal to that stone in the back of the forefoot, the shot rock.
Just about a little over half.
Yeah. Bumper's good, I think. I like it.
Yeah, you got more than you need.
Bumper weight, they mean throwing it hard enough to hit the bumpers at the far end of the game of the ice. And Rich Rahonen having a very nice game this 96%.
Nice, good.
Weight's good.
Easy wall.
Whoa,
Clean.
Phil.
Clean.
Whoa.
Weight's good. Clean it down, maybe.
Looks like it's got to curl a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, it's close.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Looking for the outside roll.
Roll it.
That's a good shot.
Rich Rahonen's happy morning continues. Nice shot. Saw that fantastic triple takeout in the last end.
Sorry.
Samme.
Samme fart.
Ja.
Rich Rahonen feeling it this morning. Trying to set his team up for a pair here. Marcus Hoiberg.
Whoa. 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 Ren. Ren. Yep. Hard. Ren. Ren. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Looking for the inside roll, and that is a beauty.
Switching up the sides. Of course, they've been taking the out turn the past couple shots, so making them throw the in turn at this now.
Look on the replay. Trying to duck behind those front stones and rolls it to the back of the forefoot shot rock position. Hoiberg intense on the line read. Is it gonna stay? Is it gonna stay? Yep, pretty good.
I guess if it,
Well, I'm not sure
if
rolling
it does
out
come up and chip here,
This was one spot I think is
rolls
debatable.
there,
Do you
that
roll out?
gets pushed in for
There's no
shot
risk
probably.
of
So,
running the red back.
okay. So we're talking back 12, right?
Yeah, back line. Back.
You can see us there.
What do you think?
I think maybe just a touch more.
We can hit too much red back.
They are going to make a play on the Norwegian stone in the back of the 4-foot
You
circle.
can see a piece of it.
Back 12.
By back 12, Rich Rahonen saying, I want to throw it.
Takes that one.
The top
Still
one.
it pushes us right in for shot.
Right.
Okay.
So we're on back 8 out of hand, huh?
Yeah.
I think they got to be careful though. They're talking about if they're a little bit tight and pushing the yellow shot in, they need to make sure that the shooter doesn't roll to a spot where it's going to give them something to regret after. So make sure the sweepers stay close on that.
Tight, yep.
Wait's pretty good.
7-8.
Easy.
Just throwing this one to the back of the house, way just enough to push the Norwegian stone back.
Yep.
Yep, hard, guys. Hard.
It's more about the line than the weight. They need to get it by that stone on the top of the 8-foot circle.
We gotta keep rolling. Go, 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 go.
Just gonna nudge it. Spilling it to the tee line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Norway still line one. And now a chance for the Norwegians to hit that stone roll inside line 2. I'm saying just a little light. One of those situations, Ali, where a mistake a little bit heavy is probably a bit better than making a mistake a little bit light. USA's got the hammer. They can still get themselves a score in this end, but they were hoping to set up the deuce.
Prøv å ta en rask diskusjon. Vi snakket om hvis dere vil dra, så begge vi åpne for det. Ja, det bare hvor vi drar oss.
Kan dra her og skli av. Få dyttet den litt ned.
Det som det svinger såpass godt inn her da, at jeg tror vi får holde jevnt. Er det der? Drar rett på den.
Det er vanskelig for
han. Han må skli av, og hvis han går rett oppå, så får vi 2, sannsynligvis.
Må bare passe på å ikke komme midt imellom her.
Jeg vet. Det det som liksom risikoen med det slaget da, kontra å slå. Men si at det der da, så ruller den litt av, og da slår det seg mot 2. Ja, og det å slå seg jo ganske intrikat, for at han får en dobbel der, og han får en dobbel der.
Remember, Norway have already used their timeout.
Det bare hvor oss drar. Ja. Det frysen, eller hva blir det? Jeg liker 2/3 av frysen her. Ja. Eller i den linja, liksom. Ja. For da blir det såpass skarp vinkel at gjør en dobbelen, så oss... Egentlig marginal å fryse rett oppe, kanskje bedre enn å kølle over der. Jeg vet ikke. Ja, egentlig. 2/3 på innsida av gult, det optimalt.
På gården her.
Ja. 14 blank.
The play is definitely toward the stone that was just delivered by Rahonen. All the debate is, do you freeze to it? Do you bump it and roll inside?
Jeg tror uansett marginalen kort da.
I think after all the discussion, Ali, sounds like the freeze is the play. They're just going to sit in front of that stone.
Yeah, exactly. So they're just talking about sitting 2/3 on the inside of that yellow stone.
That would make it very difficult for the Americans to score more than 1.
Yeah, they first looked at, well, way back they looked at the hit and roll, but sitting behind the tee line doesn't do you a heck of a lot of good. So just realizing that the United States is going to need to make a play on this next stone. They can put it in a really good spot.
The stone needs to curl. Still on the outside of the American stone. Now it makes a little move. Would have loved that stone to curl just a smidge more.
Exactly.
Pretty good stone. And you can see that Walston
Well, we can't smash it, so we got to make
small statistical edge.
So if we make it,
sit right there.
They come off.
This will move over enough where
They'll
it
be on
should
the
be
side, we should
okay.
have
We
a
just
nose
can't
double,
roll
right?
deep.
Right?
So,
So
even
So it's got to be...
So just with being a hair on the outside of that,
we want to move this
it's going to leave the United States with a
squirts to here.
exactly that little roll inside and squirt that red out a little bit.
And even if we, yeah, we got to go here. I think that's caught.
Can't wait.
Normal?
Okay.
That's why being on the inside as opposed to being directly frozen was
We need
so
to leave it in a
important for
place where
Norway.
If he makes the double off his own, we have the nose for 2.
Right? That one's going here, though.
Yep.
Got an inch on the inside, normal, you're perfect.
Normal weight.
Greg Persinger throwing a takeout at the Norwegian stone, just wants to hit it fractionally on the inside, get a tiny inside roll.
Normal.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Me?
Yeah. Phil.
Maybe a little bit
Gotta go.
wide.
Gotta go. Come on, it's going. Come on. Come on.
Oh, great outside brush by Tilker. Good line read by Rahonen. Excellent shot.
If he makes that double off his own, we're going to have a double, I think.
Perfect, Greg. I don't think you could have made it any better. Very nice. Good shot.
Looking for the inside roll, and they got it.
Was that?
We rolled this much too far. No, maybe we didn't.
I'd say it's pretty good.
I was going to say, Colin, that's a bit unfair. Hard to be better than perfect. That stone is in a fantastic spot.
I mean, even if they came off their own red to hit that one out, then they'd be setting up a double, and they'd be getting, United States would be getting 2 anyway. So
All the angles are good for the USA right now.
I think coming down on the US stone.
Just going to weld into the pocket there.
Exactly.
Thomas Lovo looking on. Yep, 3 coffees this morning. Thomas is up and at him now. Maybe Paltrilson helping a little bit out in the coffee department. Looking a little livelier, though, on the Norwegian bench, to be fair.
In typical Scandinavian style.
Never too much coffee.
Exactly.
Stefan Wallstead trying to freeze a stone into the pocket. Make it difficult for the USA to score 2. He's going to basically concede them 1.
Cannot bounce on this, though. This looks a little hot.
Does bounce. Question is, can the USA squeeze that stone straight back and maybe get 2, or is there an easier and safer play to try and get their second point?
You got the whole thing?
I don't know. I think even if you were to hit it there,
It should be 2. And if you don't got any
come
space,
off the
you got-
red to the back red, though.
Because man, if you ever scraped that and did that, it'd 3. But I think no's for 2, huh?
Yeah, you don't
It's
have to
easier
throw,
than drawing to here.
you don't have to throw a ton of weight.
No.
Okay.
You have to just Rich. You've got it. I can see
I guess
that
there is
throw.
a bit of, tiny bit of error.
Then we can make it with control even.
Okay.
I agree, Rich. You can overthink this one.
I don't think it's there for 3.
No,
It's
think
got
about
great
2.
that, but
You needed a little bigger hole when it was there for 3. All right, kiddo. Kind of wait. Control. Okay.
so
Last stone
control
to
you
come.
like?
Yellowstone belongs to the
Just gotta be
States.
a 1/4 inch high nose.
Gonna try to hit the Norwegian stone just to the right of the shot rock, just off the nose on the brush side. Push it straight back. Maybe score 2.
Yep. Yep.
On it immediately.
Gotta go.
Maybe a bit tight.
Come on, Colin, you got this. Go.
Hard. Hard.
Huffman trying to hold the line.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Off it now. There must be close.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Great shot.
1, 2, and the USA certainly have got 2. Have they got 3? 2 for sure.
You got 2.
2 points indicated. Fantastic shot by Persinger. Great brushing by Huffman, and the USA snap a pair, giving them a 5-4 lead after 8.
Great job supervising.
Yes. Good job. Great shot, Greg. 2-1. Nice. Way to go. Good hit.
Both of those, the first one ended up in a spot where it made it really tough for them.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't just play the double off their own.
Welcome back. We're live at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada.
No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not.
USA gets us underway in the 9th end. We're live at the 3-6-1 World Men's Curling Championship. It's the home team, Team USA, taking on Norway.
Oh, I had a slide.
Hans Frallen here with Allison Kreviazek and Allison.
Okay.
Huge deuce there for the USA in the 8th end, and a real clutch final stone by Greg Persinger.
Exactly what they planned. We're listening into their little scrum right before the 8th end there, and they said, it's okay, no problem, we'll take our 2 here, we'll be back in control, and that's exactly what they did.
Really entertaining 8th end, and as we head towards the finish line here in this 10-end game, USA with an edge on the scoreboard.
A little less. Think so.
Looking to knock Norway off the perch of the unbeaten. Norway 3-0 coming into this game.
Whoa, it's got to curl a ton.
It's yours.
Here it goes.
Weight's really nice. Top 4.
Whoa. Whoa. Right at the end. No, no,
Top
no.
T. Top T. Top T.
Okay, good shot.
Slides just behind the tee line.
Ja.
Det ser rimelig ut.
Det ser veldig rimelig ut. Det ser bra ut.
Den er bra.
5-6.
Magnus Svaberg.
6.
Spiller 6-7. Det er bare fart.
Ja, jeg ser.
Køle på.
6.
Ja, den er bra. Magnus nærmest. Og så er det ikke linje. Bare frys.
6.
Ja, linja der nå. Kan gå. Hardt, 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 hardt.
Always an interesting tactical choice for the team with Last Rock 1 down playing 9. How hard do you go? Do you play for the blank? Do you keep it open to try and play the 10th end 1 down with Last Rock, or do you go hard for your pair in the 9th and
Yep.
try to come home 1 up without Last Rock?
Yep, definitely.
I think we got to go here.
Sounds good.
Definitely have to have a cautious approach to it, though. You don't want to be forced to 1 point. So if you're Norway, well,
Ease
just
into it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Have a coffee, have a sip.
Little 5.
Room.
6. 6 right now. 6.
Colin
Whoa,
Huffman.
then, right off. Wait. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Let's have a live look at Japan, Netherlands. That game is tied at 5.
Whoa.
Netherlands have a stone on the front of the button, so
Where's
Gaoki
it going? 6.
has a delicate little angle tap just to score a single. Japanese sweeper's not laying a brush to it yet. Needs to catch his own fin and have enough on it to nudge it. Oh, just needs a little bit more contact. It is a steal for the Netherlands, and the Netherlands have come all the way back. They were trailing this one 5-2. Now they're leading it 6-5. Keep an eye on that game for you. Our feature game, USA-Norway, Magnus Nedregotten.
USA on their last stone, just trying to come down and freeze to the Norwegian stone that was just put in play, but fortunately just bouncing off a little bit, so it does roll into the open.
Trying to drag this on top of the stones. Great brush. Wow, great shot.
Perfect.
Threatening that US stone in the back of the button. It's looking very, very lonely right now.
We can throw a hack at this.
But I wouldn't mind sitting right on it.
Absolutely.
This has got to get all the way out, though.
Right.
So bored.
Well, yeah.
So control.
Board.
All right.
Bit of weight negotiation.
I want this out, though. 3 rocks.
Yep.
Okay,
How about 11?
Okay.
That looks like a lot.
Fair compromise.
Yep. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Gotta go.
Persinger on the inside sweep, trying to hold the line straight. They need to get by the center guard.
Watch the yellow.
And he
Just
does
kick it on
not.
the board.
All over it.
All right.
This isn't going to help us.
No. All the way out. That was good weight.
I guess carve is the new term for dumping it.
Yeah, exactly. And for those of you who do not know, so dumping it is also a
Curling slang.
A curling slang for the final motion of your release. So just releasing the rock a little bit over so that the rock's trajectory is bound to curl quite quickly.
Just releasing a little inside the target line as opposed to directly on the target line. Nedregotten trying to be on the target line around the guard. Norway, now you can start thinking 2 or 3. Nice come around the corner guard now. Danger signs are flashing for Team USA. Nedregotten looks on.
As long as it hits this one first, it's fine. It opens it up, right?
Most will ever give up hits one. They'll have to make
If I make this double, make that double, as long as it hits that, those go, and we take away that rock.
Then back yellow will go.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Is that one going for sure? I think that's the shot.
You got to hit this pretty thick. And if we just rolled it here,
yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yep. But I wouldn't mind making it.
We didn't take the broom on your first one.
I mean, should we throw the, if we throw the in-turn, do we get a little bit better? Yeah, I think so.
Always, always a nervous
Make it
situation.
It's about half, right? Half to make that double?
I think it's closer to
2/3.
Yeah.
2/3, right?
Yeah.
Like that, 2/3. You can try to make that double.
Yeah.
The double they're talking about is the crosshouse double, hitting the front stone, jumping to the right, hitting the red stone behind the corner guard.
Yeah.
Heel?
Yeah.
Okay. Just make it.
You got this, Richie.
Only difficulty for Team USA.
Make the in-turn better.
By making this shot, you're going to blast out your own stones. Both of the USA stones are likely to fly out of the
I
rings.
think I need just a touch more.
Touch more?
Yeah.
Make it.
It's important not to hit this one too thin and also roll your shooter out of the rings. Then you'd be in real danger.
Whoa! Whoa! Don't grab.
Or too thick.
Okay. Right, dead nose is okay. Not the end of the world.
Well, I don't know about the end of the world, but it's looking a little bit more like Armageddon. Norway makes a double, they're line 4. Exactly.
Yeah.
Could not hit high at all costs.
Han har jo, hvis vi skulle chappe gull her, så har han trippel, ikke sant? Nei, egentlig ikke.
Danger of throwing the high hard one at that one.
Yeah.
Den igjen uansett.
Always the risk. The USA stones were locked in. Now they're unlocked, and Norway can hit the US stones with freedom and abandon. Make the double takeout, roll behind the corner guard, lying 4 if they make the double.
Han var litt hard. Har litt å gå på den veien, ikke så mye andre veien. Litt hard, litt opp. 11.
This is all set up by that fantastic freeze of the Nedregottens. This stone, though, is tracking straight. Sweepers are backing off it.
Does he even have the yellow?
Just catches one.
Is it gonna sit?
They're willing it to spin back. I'm not sure if it did.
Maybe.
Maybe enough. Norway lying first, second, 4th, and maybe 5th shot right now.
Yeah. Magnus's hand went up, so could be a good sign for them then.
Wanted the double takeout. Look at this rock. Spin, 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 spin. Norway saying, please spin back.
Nope.
Wellstead. This is a bit of an opportunity lost. Still great shape. Tough for the USA.
So same shot.
Nose
double?
Yeah, nose double.
I think so.
Norway's got the hammer here. They've got last rock in the 9th.
No, I think I'm gonna throw 8.5 or 7.5.
7-5, Griggs.
So looking for the double here.
I don't think it matters as long as we hit nose.
Yep.
Right on the nose of the stone, directly underneath the brush. Damage control for Team USA.
Yep.
Whoa!
No. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Nice shot by Ruhonen. USA line 2, but happy USA supporters here in the Orleans Arena. Still a nice chance for Norway, though. Take a look at the replay. Wanted to hit it right on the nose, just fractionally off the nose. Pops both the Norwegian stones out. Nice shot.
Yeah, he's looking at, first he was looking at the roll underneath the guard, but
Kjapp greit? Ja. Det føles som Isters nesten kjapp. Nei, mer tror jeg.
got the double possibility, we've got the hit and roll possibility, we've got the hit and roll on top of their yellow possibility.
Well, once again, calling the sweepers off. Don't like the line.
Oh my.
Do not want to roll out of play.
Is it going to stick around? It does.
Oh my goodness. Marcus Højbjerg living dangerously.
Yeah, you're past the point of
you hit it on the nose, we're 1-2.
damage
It's
control.
gonna be hard to get this one to go.
Now you've
all
got
the way.
to make sure you've got your rocks in
That's a long
really
ways
good
to push it across, 'cause it's
spots
not,
to
they're
try
even.
and
They're not up.
eliminate
I
as
think
many
we gotta go
Norwegian
here.
stones as possible.
Anywhere.
So looking at the freeze on this one.
One of those situations where the best guard is second shot.
You got this, Greg. That same 90 you've been throwing.
Yeah.
Gotta make
Line
it
will
good
be,
though.
yeah, line will be really important on this.
Yeah, 90 with a good bump. Yeah.
Worst case scenario on this would be
Basically
to
half in the top 4
just
foot.
be a little bit wide and
Yeah, just
tick and roll into the open, then you're really in trouble.
So I'm a little surprised Norway didn't just try the straightforward double takeout on the previous shot by Højbjerg, but regardless, a chance here for the USA to split the rings. Trying to neutralize the danger of all those Norwegian stones that are accumulated around the wings.
Five's good.
Hey, it's Phil. It's Phil. All day Phil. Go.
All day Phil.
Yep. Yep, go.
Easy.
We're there, we're there, we're there, we're there, we're there, we're there, we're there. Just clean. Off, 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 off. It's pretty good.
That's pretty good, Greg.
Beauty.
Nice shot there by Persinger, and the USA lies too. That really reduces the risk of a huge end for Norway.
Yes, it does.
Great shot. One more like that. You threw that really well. Positive.
There you go. One more like that. Then you're out of harm's way.
No problem, skipper. Make it ugly for you, but you make two great ones and everything's good.
Spill nok fart. Vant dere? Da får du sikkert
Så er det 70.
Jeg får prøve å komme opp mest mulig, på en måte. Ja, men til man traff fjerdedelen med vant.
Ja, fjerdedel er for tynt uansett.
Would you ever hit the open stone now and
Har du mye luft på innsida her, da?
try to set up the last one for a run back?
30 luft, 40 luft.
Inside thin double.
Jeg har litt å gå på, men ja, det er bare brukt alle forces, tenkte jeg. Ja, det gjør det.
Yeah, it's tricky to say from our view here, but it absolutely does not look like they've got all of that yellow stone.
Akkurat ikke, tror jeg. Hæ? Akkurat ikke.
On the intern side, no, I don't think so.
Du kan treffe 90 med 10-5.
Og så har litt å gå på. Ja, litt å
That
gå
Dragaten at the shooting end, giving them a perspective from what Wallstead will be looking
Det
at.
går helt rett der. Ikke sant?
Ja, i beste fall, tror jeg.
Ja, nullist, da.
Nullist, tror jeg.
Jeg sitter der ikke på. Det kan bli jævlig bra.
Blåveld, Trolsen. Coffees are going cold now. They're focused on the game. No timeout available, so they can't come onto the ice. Trying to use that beaming mind control, Ali, to influence the thoughts of their charges on the ice. It looks like a straight run back.
Marginalen har det på innsida, ikke sant? Prøve å kjappe på utsida.
Trying to drive the red stone directly
Jeg
back
spiller 8-5
onto
med.
the US stone behind it.
Samme is.
Jeg tror jeg er bra is fortsatt.
Has he got it? Oh,
Picks his own. USA still lying two.
Oh,
So close.
tough break.
So close.
Just a hair away from even nudging that side yellow.
Exactly. Ray's inside double takeout and a bit
Oh.
of frustration from Wallstedt. He knows how close that was, but close isn't going to get you there at this level. It needed to be right on the nose, just came fractionally across it. If he clips that top Yellowstone, he still makes the shot, but he punches it right through the hole and picks his own. Hard to do. So, USA, great chance now. They were hoping to force Norway to take a single point. Now you can start thinking steal.
Yes, we're tapping it, right?
Yeah, tapping a foot or 3 inches.
Right.
Absolute, even good freeze is really good.
Really, guys.
It's got to be down to it.
He doesn't have double stuff.
That's why I like this shot anyway.
Oh, I know, but more if we just guard it.
Well, no, do you want to take a timeout on this? This is a good chance to steal another one.
We have a little, wait, we don't have a ton of time.
Exactly. Don't
We
overthink
do?
it.
Oh, no,
Don't
we
overthink
don't.
it. They are calling timeout.
If he doesn't have a double, then
Let me see.
There is no double now, so
How much does he need to make that double, Rich?
he needs a
Needs
miracle
a
to
pretty
make the
good
double.
chunk of it. It's at least half. At least
Okay, he
half.
doesn't have half.
Exactly. The shot's not there.
But if we're here, it doesn't really matter.
The run double, maybe, but
Do we try to steal instead?
that is
try for the steal instead.
sure looks
Rather
tricky
than give him
from
the
our
easy.
view here.
You're right. I don't think there's a double
Don't you think he's going to draw anyway? If you
Exactly.
go right here, he might have to draw.
We
See
go
what I
right
mean?
there.
You're going to be, if we go right here, and he knows this, he's not
The
shot
problem is
right.
that if we're like right here, though, right, if we over curl a hair, now we've set up a triple, have we not?
No,
No, as long as we're to
As
it.
long as we're to it.
But
You
you,
only get a triple.
Or if,
No.
if we tap it to
Oh,
here.
because
Not
we'll
to
go
it.
on to the bottom.
you set up a triple if
so
you're
I know we're
a
gonna
foot
end up
short.
probably calling your original call, but we
Yeah,
just
okay, that's
hesitated
fair.
for a second.
Fair.
I think your call is correct.
The only thing that's bad is right here, because it leaves
Exactly.
a triple, right?
Yeah, but
That's
you're
the
never
bad
gonna
spot.
Be there. We're
No,
always going to
so
be to it.
You're going to be to it.
Or
If you
tapping it a
weld
foot, right?
There you are. If we weld it,
Just can't leave a triple.
right. If we weld it
What
right
if you
here
don't
and
even
tap,
throw
tap
it?
3
We were
inches,
thinking we
he's
could
got to
throw a
draw
guard.
anyway.
Do a guard, make him draw against this, because we don't think there's a double
He's
off
got
these.
There's no double. He can make
almost
He's
the
going
half
to
of
draw
this.
anyway if we
Make the run
freeze,
double,
guys.
but
Yeah.
so you can
Look at this. If
I
we're
agree.
right here, he can't nose it and be shot, I don't think. It's going to be close.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what we're thinking.
Yeah, we're thinking here to tap
Yep.
somewhere.
Right. That was the original
Just
call.
gotta be
but we
right to
voted
it.
it.
At least.
You have to be to it, yes.
Right. They're tapping because you're playing to give them one.
Yeah.
100%.
Giving them one, the hardest way to give them one, right?
Right.
Which is, I think, that shot.
You can't leave a triple, right?
Is there a
It could
triple?
be just inside a nose.
Yeah.
Just inside a nose freeze.
Okay.
Freeze 3 inches.
I think this is the
Yeah.
call, Greg. This is the easiest shot for you, too.
Yeah.
This is the call.
But, you know, he's got a tough double if we're right. I mean, doubles.
It seems
double
silly to call
nose
time out
might
there,
not
but
be shot.
once we hesitated in the hack,
Yeah.
once Greg hesitated, I kind of wanted to get him back down there. We only had 5 minutes.
So 90. So Greg, you just gave us a 97. Give us a 90.
Think that sounds right?
Yeah, that was a solid bump on that 97.
Yeah. I don't even mind if you throw it the same way.
Gonna draw down right on top of their stone in the top of the or the edge of the 4-foot circle.
Great words from Coach Phil Drobnik.
Nope.
Which were?
Basically saying that remember your end goal here. One's perfectly fine, but let's give him the hardest shot for one.
We're close. We gotta go.
Gotta go.
And we think that if we freeze, then we give him a cold draw.
Come on!
boys.
Gotta go, Phil!
Oh, are they going to put it in the spot where they said, don't leave it there?
Keep going, keep going.
That's why I did not love the call.
That's good.
They're actually fortunate that it over curled a little bit because now angle's not there for a triple takeout, but if that stone is one rock further to the right as we're looking at it,
Good sweep.
would have given Norway a shot at a triple takeout. As it is,
Didn't have.
Norway's going to be drawing against 3.
So I did give the ad, but
Check.
Needs full 4-foot. And Stefan has been struggling a little bit with draw weight in this game. He hasn't thrown a draw recently. Important one here. Facing 3.
Needs full forefoot.
Sweepers are
Were they
backing
right?
off. Distance control in the hands of the sweepers. They like it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Perfect. Great shot. Stefan Wallstead draws the button against 3 to score a single point to tie this game up after 9.
Wow, fantastic.
Great shot by Wallstead, but the USA will have the hammer in the 10th. This game is tied at 5.
All right, boys. Tied with under control.
Let's play it under.
One tip, and if it doesn't go, then all right, guys.
Norway with the first stone of the 10th end. And likely, but not for certain, the final end of this round-robin game at the 3-6-1 World Men's Curling Championships. USA versus Norway. We are tied at 5. USA with that all-important last rock advantage here in the 10th end.
Gladly.
Big shot here for Phil Tilker.
Wait's a little big.
Stone's in the free guard zone. They cannot hit it yet, but they can touch it and move it. We call it a tick shot.
You gotta go.
They can move it, but they cannot remove it completely from play. Otherwise, this stone comes back. Norway sweeping their own stone to try and get it all the way to the boards, but I don't think it's going to get there. Very nice shot by Tilker.
Good weight call.
USA playing that shot. The game plan for Team USA in the final end, Allie, keep the forefoot open for the last shot, really?
That's the skip's dream. Just give me that forefoot. Give me the open path and I will make it, right?
Yeah, you much rather say give me an open head, or
yeah.
that'd be better, but don't have to stick around. But yes, leave yourself a makeable final shot. Norway has to steal the end to win the game.
Well, Stefan had a beautiful draw in that last end to take a single, so I'm sure he's going to carry that thought forward into this end, and if he needs to make a draw, he'll have full confidence in making that.
Second tick attempt here by Tilker, trying to move that stone off the center line. Stone has to curl.
Keep going.
No contact.
Right out the back.
So that's one surviving guard for Norway. Now they're going to try to stack a second. Tilker not happy. Norway, they need guards. They want guards. So they can hide behind them to steal the point. Hard line, says Team Norway. They want to get it by that center guard. They don't want to tick it.
Has he got it by? No.
Mistake there by Nidregotten. Free guard zone part of the end is complete, so now USA can throw Hummers, and who better to throw the big weight than Colin Huffman. Loves throwing the big weight shots, Colin. Clears the center. Ronan playing goalie at the side of the sheet.
Make sure you don't get any redirects coming off the boards.
Norway will have to stay patient.
Smart, going under right now.
Yep. Stones in play. Nidregotten. Looks like they're going to make their play right now. They've got a couple of corner guards up. Trying to get shot rock in the rings behind guards. As long as they can hide part of this rock, it'll be a pretty good result. Half buried. Good shot.
Okay.
Give me a hair more. Let's make it.
Huffman looking to run the guard. If you can hit it hard and just off nose, might be able to pick the Norwegian stone off behind it as well.
Clean. Clean.
Just clears it.
Perfectly fine result.
Good result, but now you can see the thinking behind Wallsted's call of the come around. Instead of perfectly burying, half burying, knowing that the U.S. is going to run the guard, now you can throw a better guard slightly closer to the center. If the USA chases the stone in the rings, you can then go around that guard and get even closer to the button. Good strategy here by Norway.
Right now, we've got Greg Persinger at 75% on his draws too, so could be a little bit of a doubt.
Shot stone now guarded. Maybe curling a fraction more than they wanted, but
pick them if you want.
No. That's the one thing you never do.
Same thing. Just if we can hit 3/4, it's good, but just make sure you get the top.
Is that the broom you want?
No. Almost no less than that, right?
Yeah. Either way, it doesn't matter where the stick is. You know how to make it. Just make it.
Rich Ruhonen trying to clear the corner guard.
All right, you're good. Okay.
Curls enough.
You got a little squirrely there.
Rich fully disclosing. That wasn't the best slide ever, but he got the good result. Full disclosure important for an attorney.
Ja, du kan slå en liten knapp, litt.
Every stone now growing in importance. 10th end, but it's really like an extra end. There will be a winner. Looking to set the guard. As the stone comes into play, let's take a look live. Netherlands, Japan. Japan lying one, so they're already in an extra end position. Now they're thinking, can we win the game right now? Go Aoki. Trying to make a play to win the game. Yellow, yellow, chip. Not quite. Single point for Japan. That one's going to an extra end.
Watch the back, Greg. Don't stop it.
Uh-oh.
Just misses that side one.
Just a bit outside.
I like how I go watch the back.
Well, the number of points in this end doesn't matter. Whoever scores is winning the game.
Litt treigere, eller samme?
Samme. Det er samme som har vært. Det er litt tørre på den siden her, bare.
It's pretty close, though, between the Yellowstone and the Redstone for whose second shot. Seems stranger things happen in the sport of curling. I think all the action's in and around the 4-foot, and all of a sudden it's a measure on the stones, on the fringes of the rings that decides the game. Down to 4th stones now, Stefan Wallstedt. Trying to protect the stone in the 4-foot circle.
Looks good.
It is good. Showing them the outside of the rock, just to tempt them to make a play at it.
We're 2. Huh? We're 2.
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Well, then give it a shot. Give it a
Colin,
run.
Colin Hoffman saying, our second shot, and Richard Honan shook his head and said, nope, we're not. But second shot doesn't really matter. It's the shot rock that's the thing to worry about for Team USA. Persinger not tempted, making a play on the shot rock, going to clear the guard.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Watch it. Good try.
So close to hitting that side one, but
A couple of times now, it's just gone past the other Norwegian star.
Yeah, you're right. It is good.
Make sure.
Now, you set the whole end up. Is that good strategic call? How do you make the last shot for Persinger as difficult as possible? Where do you put this stone? You could throw it half in the 4-foot right on the center line. You could just guard it. Where would you put it, Allie?
well, I mean, coming down to it, they've been wanting to give them a draw the entire end, so I think trying to
protect the shot.
Yeah, I think so. They're going to go top 12 on this. And give them the cold draw to the 4-foot.
Just to make this one first, trying to defend the shot rock. Leave Persinger a draw to try and win the game. Very nice 10th end by both teams so far. Both teams doing just about exactly what they wanted to do. Only the missed tick from Tilker.
This is looking pretty long. Sweeper's saying it could be around top 4.
Definitely deeper than they wanted. Now they go to plan B and try to freeze it up. But now do you choose? Now do you draw? Or do you just throw the nose hit double takeout for the win? You've got a choice.
14-1. Should be perfect.
No doubt in
Looking
mind for
for the
Rahonen.
draw.
It is the draw.
You got this, Greg. That 90 with a good little bump, I think.
Let's get her there, Philip.
Well, here we are, fans.
Make sure you dust the whole way.
Yes, sir.
10 ends of curling. Greg Persinger needs to draw full in the red 4-foot circle to win the game for Team USA.
Good bump. It feels big to me.
85. We're close. We're really close.
Feels big to me.
Whoa, we're full.
Whoa, Colin.
We're full.
We're really close.
Whoa.
We're really close.
Stay with it then. Dust. Dust, guys.
Looking good so far.
Tilker thinks it's got lots.
Colin thinking it was okay though.
Will it stick around? No, it will not.
It will not.
Deep
Oh
in
my
Norway
gosh.
steals the victory. Disappointment for Team USA. Fractionally heavy with that final stone draw, and Norway keeps their unbeaten record alive with a thrilling final shot victory here against Team USA. Persinger, disappointment for the Americans. They played so well and just fractionally heavy on that final shot. Norway dodge a bullet. 7-5 winners over Team USA.
Jævlig bra.
What did I throw? 82. Okay.
A perfect 10th end by Team Norway, making that final stone for the U.S. as difficult as they possibly could. They'll be relieved, though. They knew so close to a loss, Team USA, with the chance for the win, and another game with a dramatic final coming up. We'll go and have a look now at Netherlands versus Japan. Netherlands has last rock advantage in the extra end. Team Japan making their way.
Als het risico is dat je hem tapt, moet je het niet doen. Ja, licht, dat is wel het risico, maar...
Hoeveel moet je raken om hem vanaf de buitenkant zeg maar te dubbelen? Die twee in het midden.
Waar?
Half steen is dat, wat?
Ja, minder.
Dutch skipping up Van Dorp, considering his options.
Denk zo. Oké. Kul, hè, deze film. Als je langs gaat, pak je.
Netherlands playing the yellow stones, Japan playing the red stones.
Yep. Jij voor. Rollen.
Nose hit, guards remaining. Japan will be happy about that. Netherlands not so much. They know guards are what Japan needs to steal the extra end. Ryota Shikuya. Stone for the Japanese team. Not laying a brush to it. Well by the guards. Now they're going to sweep for curl and distance, trying to take this stone well into the forefoot. Oh, that's a great shot. Front button fully buried behind the guards. Terrific shot by Shikuya. There's Rio. First international tournament for this Japanese team. Won the All Japan Curling Championship.
Yep. Hard.
Lawrence Hookman.
Hard. Yep.
Oh, nice stone there, clearing two guards away. That's improving the situation for the Netherlands. And looks on. Japanese stone sitting on the front of the button. Stone in the wings belongs to the Netherlands. That might be a saver if they have to pick the Japanese stone out and roll. Masaka Iwai throws the third stones. He skips the team. Go Ayuki throws the fourth stones. Guard stone. Shikuya. Aoyama on the brushes, guiding that stone to the center line. Good shot. Netherlands looking for the elusive double clear. Big shot here. Trying to clear both guard stones, and if they get a little bit of action, maybe pick the Japanese stone out as well.
Yep.
There's one, there's two, and he just moves the Japanese stone off the button. Catches that one a little bit thinner, and maybe all three go in motion. Gooskens catches one, catches two, leaves the center guard for the Japanese to use, but he does open up the shot. Debate now among the Japanese where to put the guard.
逆端からの方がいい。うん。
その方がいいと思うな。チップしてもいいかな。
ちょっとずれ、ちょっとこっちね。
うん。場所は？
場所はね。
センターよりそっちより、ここ。
平行ね。
ちょっと高くていいよ。
オッケー。
オッケー。
まあウェイトそこまで変えなくてもいい。ちょっと遅いぐらいでまだ大丈夫。
いや同じでいいわ。センター越えるとき
もうちょい詰める。
いや、いいよいいよいい。
オッケーオッケー、はいはい。
Japanese team still keeping their sense of humor about the weight discussion, even though in a tense situation, that's always a good sign. Eli throwing guard. Chikuya jumps in immediately. Sweepers indicating it's about halfway between the hog line and the rings.
入るならオーでいい。入るならオーでいい。オッケー。最後、イエス、イエス、イエス、イエス、イエス。おお。オッケー。
Fractionally over curls. Good spot, though. Netherlands almost certainly going to clear guards. Yep, on Dorp. Walter Huskins. Clears one, clears two, punches his own and spills it out, so they lose their saver.
Okay, goed gegooid hoor.
So close to making a really good double clear.
あとはまあこっちだよね。そこもありだね。
Japan calls
ガー
timeout.
ド切られたらここで罪だよ。ここ置いてガード置かれたらここでチェックメイトでいいんじゃない？トリプルあるか、ここか。いやでもダブル来るか。いやでもヒットフル。ちょっとこれの配置がまずくなったよね。ここ置いとけば。
Coach J.D. Lind making his way down the ice to
ここ置いたらダブルでここコンって言ったら俺らこうしなきゃいけない。
provide some input for the team. Netherlands has last rock in the extra end. Japanese stone holding the forefoot. The discussion is really going to be, is that going to be the winning rock? Is that good enough to win the game? Do we just straight guard this one? Or do we throw a single guard? Let them make a play. And draw in with our final one to try and get closer to the button, improve the situation. Big choice, Allie.
Yeah, I would say that full 4 rock is pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty darn good position.
We saw in our feature game. Drawing the button when you need it. Not the easiest thing.
No. Yeah, with our USA-Norway game, they needed full 4 for the win, so it's a pressure draw when it comes down to it.
Jalen with the strategy board, showing the players the position of the stones. It's easily to look at it visually, saying if we put it exactly there.
Sometimes it can be, of course, JD is from Canada, so having a
second
little,
language.
Exactly, yeah. Having maybe a little bit of a language difference as well. It's a little easier with visuals.
Definitely be a guard. The question is where. Pretty good idea of the path cleaning being done here by EY. That's the path for the guard, right up the middle. Really the same shot that he just played. Good oil.
4秒。ちょっとプッシュ。ちょっとプッシュ。3。
待ちたいよ。
3、4。
待ちたいよ。絶対待ちたいよ。
ちょっと近いよ。
近いよ。タイト。4。
This one's going to be close to the rings.
ラインだね。
Sweeper's not laying a brush to it yet.
3、
Don't want it too tight.
5。
This one is going to slide into the rings. That is about 6 feet heavy.
OK。
Aoki can only look on in bemusement. He knows this changes the situation entirely.
Well, even if they do make the double on this one, their saving grace is that they still have that off-center guard that they can use to draw around on their last one. But it's not over till it's over.
Well, it's not. 3 stones to come in this extra end. We are live from Las Vegas at the 361 World Men's Curling Championship. And the tension is ratcheting up. Yep, Van Dorp make a double takeout. Trying to remove both Japanese stones. No, just picks one. So a mistake from Aoki, and Van Dorp cannot convert on his attempt on the double, so Japan with a chance to set the guard again. Ewing showing us exactly where they want it to go. Trying to take away 2 shots here, Allison. Trying to take away a path to the shot rock as well as make a draw to the scoring area difficult.
Yeah, so if you're the Netherlands right now, you'll be discussing the in-turn draw straight to the button.
Around the guard.
Around the guard. What weight to throw, what line you need to throw. It's very much a team shot. Everyone's going to need to have their own information coming towards it.
Depends on where Aoki throws this guard, however. This time they would like to bite the rings if they can. More about the line to protect it. Is it going to overcurl? Fractionally overcurls.
I think it has.
So now it's a teaser. There you see just the edge of a stone showing a port between those stones available if Van Dorp is brave enough to try it.
I would say as long as you get through that port, I think you've made it. You are going to get that late finish at the end, so I think that's going to work in your favor. But it's definitely tempting.
There we see from the brush placement. They are going to try to come between the stones, make a play to the Japanese rock. That guard by Aoki. Just so much of a game of millimeters, the game of curling. Guard stone goes 1 rock width. Timeout being called by the Netherlands. 1 rock width to the right. This shot's not there. Even a half a rock width. It's not there. We've called timeout just to stop the clock. Coach is not going to come onto the field of play. So it's really just to give himself time. And there's Shirley Rentemon looking on. Van Dorp just wanted time to compose himself and deliver this final shot on the extra end.
T-line! Close, yep. T-line! Lead. Oh.
T-line.
Back 4. Oh. Leg for back 8. Oh.
This looks like it's got a curl. Is it close?
Is he by? Just feathers it! It's going to change the course. Isn't push it far enough. It's a steal for Japan. Japan steals the win. Dramatic final. Yep, Van Dorp just clipping the stone in front of the rings changes the course. Japan, 7-6 winners, stealing the extra end. What a finish.
And there you have it.
Look at the delight of that Japanese team. Their first international competition and their first win. What a moment for Japan. Action wrapping up thrilling Monday morning at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. In the 36-1 World Men's Curling Championship. Seventh end action. Attempted blank by Greg Persinger. This one is tracking wide. Just clips the Norwegian stone. It's an unlikely steal. Norway leading at 4-3. Eighth end. Persinger. The delicate chance to score two. Has to hit this one just on the nose.
Great shot.
Perfect. And the USA score two, putting them in the lead 5-4. Three US stones in the rings. Stefan Wallstad of Norway has to draw the button. Makes it. Great shot for a single point, tying this game up. 10th end.
Make sure you dust the whole way.
Two Norwegian stones on the button. They were open.
We're close. We're really close.
The call for Greg Persinger was always the draw, but this draw is a little bit heavy. Sliding to the back of the forefoot, and Norway steals the win. Norway prevailing by a 7-5 score.
Good luck.
And there's the wrap of our session. 6 matches. Japan stealing the extra end to win 7-6 over the Netherlands. Norway stealing the 10th end to win 7-5 over the USA here in Las Vegas at the Orleans Arena. And this is what it means for the standings. Norway remain unbeaten. They go to the top of the table, joining Sweden on 4-0. Korea also unbeaten at 3-0. Canada 2-1 along with China and Scotland. Italy and Russia on 1-2. Japan, the Netherlands, USA all on 1-3, and Germany and Switzerland looking for their first win.
Congratulations on a fantastic finish to that game. Few steals in the early end, so struggled a little bit this morning. How did you guys manage to park those misses and move forward?
I'm not sure I was able to. The rest of the team was, but I was kind of grumpy out there. Yeah, we didn't capitalize on our opportunities, and they played well. So I'm proud of my guys for being patient and waiting for me to make some shots. Yeah.
You were tied coming home without. How do you guys feel like you managed that game?
I think we're pretty comfortable trying to steal, but like it's a good team, and out here with these teams, like the odds are not on our favor, so we just have to try to giving him a tough shot at the end and hope he misses.
And next game you've got against Russia. What will you take from this game going forward?
I don't know, just to try to play our best, and hopefully we'll be on the right side of the inch. Yeah.
Thank you, and congrats.
Thank you.
Rather subdued Stefan Wallstad in victory, but a victory it was, and Norway remaining unbeaten. It has been a fantastic morning's curling here from Las Vegas. On behalf of our entire production crew and for Alison Krivizasek, Hans Frauenlup saying so long from Las
Give me
Vegas.
just an inch more. Calling that, or both here then.
Good. 75-80. Bare doble dem to der.